I could smell them.
Oh no, I didn't shower yet. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Congratulations! Congratulations on your 24-hour stream of Baldur's Gate, making you the only man in the world who has played multiplayer Baldur's Gate for that long and actually left Act 1.
Dude, I fucking soul read and predicted the shit out of that with all the people that I know in my WoW guild. I'm like, you guys are doing multiplayer? Yeah, dude, it's gonna be great. I'm like, oh, well, let me know when you guys ever get it out of Act 1.
That man kept shoving your female streamer continuously into events.
Yeah, that's their relationship. That's how fun they have. That's how they have fun. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, as they abandon your character. Wait, no, we need you. Why? Because the printer's not working.
I was essentially the red mage. I was the cleric that went light domain, and I was like, all right, yeah, I just start healing and burning.
Slash and burn.
Slash and burn. I was gonna play Bard, and I realized we may not have enough time and brain cells to remember Bardic Inspiration, so let's not do that.
Oh, Tony, Bramble and I watched this anime. It's a dragon goes house hunting.
I love it. Yeah, I love
every
that
time
too.
the adventures showed up, we're like, it's Tony's characters.
And they die.
Then they die and come back.
I'm gonna make a one-shot of all the characters that have died in the past year, and just have them be like, "We are the failures of a certain player. We learn from his mistakes.
We are the. I don't even know, dude. It's good. There's some good opportunities there, dude.
Dear God.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If it's Baldur's Gate, we are the champions.
Let's go. Let's go down the line here, starting with DJ, and say how you guys have been and what you've been up to during the break.
In character or out of character?
What break?
In game, out of game break.
Out of game break. I want to know how you're doing. You know, like,
okay.
What's your mindset, so I know what to do for the session, and I don't make you do things you don't want to.
Well, I've been dying of heat. Yeah. Thank God for the AC, but AC can only do so much. Aside from that, I got into web design. And pretty much a few not holidays, seaside vacations, and that's it.
Oh, nice. Did you got to go swimming and everything?
Yes, I got to go swimming.
Very lucky, sir. Iron Bear, can you beat seaside vacation? What have you been doing with your time?
Ooh, I definitely can't beat seaside vacation. I have been at home working. Also trying to survive the heat. Apparently, like 4 different wildfires started within 20 minutes of where I live.
Oh dear God! Do you live in California or Canada?
Neither.
Ah.
Hey, we need those wildfires back. You can't give a license on them.
Well, you can have them. It was already 105 here before they started. But some guy decided he wanted to dig some illegal burn pit, I guess. 2,000 acres of a nearby forest are gone.
Only illegal if you get caught.
Well, he got caught, and now he's in jail for felony arson. So good for him. But other than that, and my internet going out because of it for like a day and a half.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
But here we are. Mostly been writing stuff, reading Pathfinder stuff.
Have you read that Starfinder 2E and Pathfinder 2E are going to be directly compatible with each other?
I did not, and now I'm scared.
Yeah.
Garand.
Skittermanders. Oh, space lizards are the least of our problems.
Uplifted bears.
Yes, uplifted bears are coming. I don't have to keep converting them.
What?
Uplifted
No.
bears with shotguns.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
they're real. And they can
Or what
eat
was
you
the
in
most-
one gulp.
Oh, what was the most ridiculous fucking weapon in Starfinder? I don't even know. There's some dumb shit.
It was the
The
grenade
cosmic cannon
launcher.
recalibrator or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Or when Devin showed up with a bow and arrow.
Ooh, very nice.
At level 1, will people pulled out guns?
My God, the shirt can't even contain her anymore. Perfect. And she's got that face like, don't even talk to me. Like a real college student. Or a college professor, I should say.
Look
Yeah.
how professional Grung looks.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at Grung before I put up the new Victoria. Let's see that clip-on tie. The magic.
No one knows what it's clipping onto.
Chest hair.
So professional.
Yep.
It is.
Is it an actual tie, not just like a tattoo?
It is a
Yeah,
tie,
it's a-
yes.
Hmm?
Well, you're looking about 70% more professional now.
I know. And I'm the new PE teacher, the first one.
Yes.
And I'm gonna smoke the shit out of every student here on campus.
Very, very odd for a magical school, but they'll allow it.
And I also run the defensive against the physical arts.
Okay.
Sorry, you said against the physical arts. Does that
Right,
mean you
it's
teach
like
students
the
how
dark
to avoid
arts.
going to gym?
No. How to
Awesome.
what to do if you get punched in the face?
It
Oh,
automatically
so-
converted
got it.
when I changed her main token. Fantastic.
It's Fight Club for kids.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Tony's like, I don't know what to say, but
No, I'm impressed.
yeah.
Also, Bramble, when you do the art reveal for Disco, can you put it onto the Disco that's in Treasure for some reason?
Of course, yes.
I'll
Because
actually just
that's
move
the
them to player
champion one?
characters. That is the Ranger one.
Ranger, oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, we won't have to worry too much about the token today, because I don't think we're
Yeah.
going to have that many, if any, combats, because we've still got to talk through some things. Speaking of which, Quaid, what have you been doing with your time?
Ooh. Well, I went to Reno, Nevada, and Tahoe, gambled, and didn't realize they put us on the 13th floor. Because they don't have 13, they don't label the floors as 13th floor. They just skip and go from 12 to 14.
Yeah, they do the same in Japan for floor 4 because it means death or something on hospitals.
Yeah, and we and like we're just completely blaming the floor on our losses because we spent all the money we came to spend gambling was just like, it lasted the whole time and we didn't take out any more. But like we even lost in vending machines. I showed up
What?
to a vending machine to get some Tylenol, pushed the button, the little fucking package rolled out and got stuck. So I didn't get it. And
Yeah.
then my mom laughed at me, put in $1 to get the other one next to it, and it also got stuck. So
You just continue the same one. You don't do the one next to it. You continue
no,
the same
you
one.
you don't understand. You can't continue the same one because how it got stuck. It wasn't in the mechanism anymore, and there wasn't one behind it.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow, that's
So
bad
that's
gambling
how
luck.
bad it. That's how we didn't even know the vending machines were gambling. We thought you just win.
Dear God.
But yeah, then saw the rest of the city, a lot of drives, and then avoided a lot of the heat, and then we both got COVID. That's about it.
Yeah. The heat seems to be
Yeah.
a common thread with our stories. Tony, how did you spend your time away from the game?
That's a good question. I spent a lot of the time building
Remember
out
anything?
maybe, I hope I do. I spent a lot of time making like a module for both 5e and Pathfinder Second Edition.
Oh, nice.
Essentially building out the setting. That's been fun. As you know, I played a Baldur's Gate 3 24-hour stream recently.
Yes.
That was fun. And I shit you not, even after the 24 hours, I was not gonna go to sleep when I played more Baldur's Gate 3. Because I'm a crazy man. Ha ha ha.
Yes, did you know developers are living in mortal fear of Baldur's Gate 3, saying it's an abomination and we should never expect this level of quality ever again?
Like,
Yeah.
I'll discuss that another time. Because
No,
I can go
discuss
on the
now.
tirade. Like, I don't expect every company to come out with a game this well done because, you know, Baldur's Gate 3 is a game based on what is the idea I'm trying to get at? Early
Violence.
access and getting early access and taking feedback from people as you're building the game, not from stakeholders
You
and
mean,
from
you mean
CEOs,
like
but
Blizzard
from the people
and
who play.
Squaresoft do?
They're great, but yes,
EA. What about EA? Does EA do that?
we don't talk about Electronic Arts Entertainment, but yeah, I don't expect every game after Baldur's Gate 3 to be this defined and this well done. If they're afraid of a market that likes people who like making a specific game and it coming out really well, then, you know,
Mhm.
maybe you shouldn't be making video games anymore. Maybe we stop making video games.
Maybe
Not
they
that
stopped
shit.
making video games a long time ago and we never noticed.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that a lot of games come out with so many janky bugs and etc. Maybe it is a sign that maybe they're done making games. Who knows?
They don't make games; they make experiences.
And exactly, and then those experiences are laid behind, are now led with DLC and etc. It's fun. Everyone loves it,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Yes.
Don't forget your mandatory battle passes. And
Oh
Yep.
my God.
$20 skins.
Look at the
But-
little tiger! It's dancing. Oh, entertainment.
But
Get out of different-
how will I get this cool emote in my Fortnite if I don't spend the V-Bucks, which my parents have to pay for?
You spend the green bucks.
The Russians paid for mine with my credit card. That's when I deleted my account.
That, you know what, that would do it. That would do it for me. I'm glad I have it behind PayPal, which is not like, which is good, but I have it under MFA, so you have to like put in the 6-digit code, and bada bing, bada boom.
That digit code is 78223.
Shut up! Shut up! Don't tell nobody. But yeah, that's where I've been. To not deter from where I've been. I've been trying to be creative and trying to stop playing Baldur's Gate 3 because if I spend any more hours on this, I think I'll have 1,000 hours in this,
I only
and
have
that's including. Go ahead.
I only have like 60 or 80 hours in it, and I'm already in Act 3.
See, that's because you know how to explore a game, Bramble.
No, I don't. I didn't even know daylight killed vampires. We had a whole thing yesterday
See?
about the vampires.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
So I spent
was
7
in Act-
hours. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was like, I'm in Act 2 and I know there's a vampire.
So I show up, and Bramble's like, "Hey, I'm gonna stream this. I've been trying to kill this vampire for 7 hours. The fight's way too hard. I can't do this. I can't do this." And I'm like, I watch him do the fight. I'm like, "Yeah, that kind of looks kind of dumb." And you're playing on this easy mode. I'm like, "Man, dude, they should have like a daylight. Do you have like a daylight blade or like daylight spell?"
I had
Bramble's
to play Lorian Blade.
Well, I have both of those, but I haven't been using daylight. And so like he puts daylight on, and he's like tying his shoes like next to the boss and buffing and ensuring he has everything right. and then the boss just shatters into glass because he was too close, like for too long.
That's so good. I cannot wait to fight this vampire spawn now.
So I keep redoing
that's
the fight,
good.
right? I keep redoing the fight.
Uh-huh.
And to keep him from killing Asterion, I went up to Asterion to shove him out of the beam, going like, Asterion, I'll save you! And I push him instead of help him, and I push him right off the cliff, killing him instantly, and Cazador is just like, very inventive, but I still have enough sacrifices. And I'm going like, oh.
Oh.
Oh, you thought of that one. And I'm like, Bramble, you're supposed to help, not shove.
Yeah, I'm helping. I'm helping in my own special way.
See, this
And
is how...
then we bugged the fight out like 3 or 4 times.
Nice.
This is how I DM. This is just like, you need saving. Push.
Yeah. If
Player
you're not
needs
in the
push.
zone of fire, you're just good. You're good.
And it was all because I'm like, so have you tried daylight? And he's like, no, I've just been fighting him in darkness. I'm like, what? I've gotten close to winning. You what?
Bramble's playing this tactician mode very intently.
If it makes you feel any better, Tony, I'm only on Act 1 still, and like 25 hours in, because...
No, you're good. You're good. I'll be real with you. I made it to Act 3, but I looked at something that happened to Lae'zel, and I read that it's permanent.
Yes.
So I said, all right,
Yes.
cool. Let me not do this anymore. And I just removed that character. So, Ven has the Azure Storm is no longer a thing.
Yeah, I'm playing the Dark Urge, so there's a lot of permanent things that happen. First thing that happened was like, and Gail's like, hey man, give me a hand. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll chomp.
How about you give me your hand?
And he's gone, so I don't have to ever sacrifice any items. I don't even know who he is.
Never heard of
it. I just have this hand that I've killed 2 goblins with already.
That is wild.
So he's probably done more help than a lot of other people.
I mean, he's in my current game right now as a very prominent spellcaster.
He's my husband.
There you go. He's quick with that romance. He's like, hey, want to show you how to do this cool cantrip? How about we just go further with this?
Yeah. That was.
Meanwhile,
really
no one
weird.
wants to talk to my character for some reason.
I mean,
You killed that
maybe it's the
bard for
fact
no
that-
reason.
she had it coming.
she was singing music about her mentor.
She died the same day.
Oh,
I just woke up and she was in like a ritual sacrifice.
Mm.
But I got a good cape for it.
sure you did. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what cape it is, Tony?
I assume it's a cape of happiness and joy, and nothing else.
Just whenever I kill someone, I go invisible for 2 turns.
You shut the hell your mouth.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I do Dark Urge Assassin run?
Yes.
So
Do
now
Goosewalker.
now that we know that murder is rewarded in one game, how has your murder been rewarded in this game with all the killings that Ignacy has witnessed now and goes like, I wanted to find the secret of their success. Oh God, what's happening?
Well, I like to put on the record that murder was never our intent to come here. Our intent was to learn.
You can't make an omelet without cracking enough bones.
I think Ignacy found out why everyone fears and respects Victoria's mother.
Yeah, she's a bad bitch. And that's not coming from a person who played her. Nope.
So, what changes have happened to your characters within these last 2 months as you've studied to become lore speakers, which we still have to do rolls for because we're still bound to the subsystem?
Ooh. Who wouldn't like to go first? I could also go first. Yep, so I'll go first. In this past time, Disco has forgone his clerical inspiration for coming to the Magaambya and taking up a new role as a ranger, as learning the medicine arts over religion lately has been very useful, and perhaps this is the direction they want to go forward with as they are here on this campus. Definitely a respect from the cleric class all the way to ranger, as well as becoming a teacher in if I believe it's biology or just practicing the medicine.
Okay. So does that mean you're going to give us 2 medicine rolls for 2 weeks of study?
Yeah.
Or are you going to
That
make
sounds like a plan.
all 8 rolls in medicine if you crit fail something and have to cram?
I mean, I could roll 8 times.
Let's start with 2. And then we'll keep going down the line so we don't get bogged down too much at first.
All right, here I go. I am an expert at medicine. I'm actually a master at medicine.
Master.
Is there announced DC or?
The DC
Yeah,
is
24
24
for
for all branch checks. Yep.
So first one. That's
Ooh,
a
crit
36.
success.
That's a critical success.
You're done.
Cool. All these human books have been very insightful.
Mm-hmm.
I now know how to close out a wound with a piece of cotton candy.
With not
That
wasps.
can never be done.
From a candy man.
Well, sir, you saved me.
My candy wife.
My God.
I've
So
also
good.
formed a pact with the Fae. And
Oh, no.
Their
Oh,
elemental
no.
magic candy. No, that's another campaign.
Which, by the way, you might find a kobold crown in. I'm gonna buy that adventure next because it's been redone for 2E.
Nice.
All right, who's next? Who's brave enough to study?
I'll go. As I guess I study all these different techniques on how to actually, certain gym exercises without, hurting the kids, I guess.
We did have a consensus that athletics could be used for some Tempest mages, so you can use athletics.
Good. It's gonna be about the same chance as disco. Woo.
So just 2 checks at first. If you crit succeed the first, you're done. 24, that's right on the dot. You get to your level 7 in the branch.
Ooh.
Second week, go. Oh.
Yes.
Looks like
Getting very
you're
close to
done.
that edge.
Yeah. Maybe it was just the adrenaline left over from saving one of the politicians that controls one of the most powerful cities in the world.
My ring's
good.
been slow at translating.
Well, that's what happens when you make it do like what is that? The 2 filters when you make it retranslate things into the same language, you get different words.
Oh, yeah. Translate this recipe 50 times and see what you get. Type of
Yeah.
energy.
Makes it more accurate.
What do you mean
right?
put the cow juice into the ceramic container?
Okay.
Hmm.
Who next?
I guess Victoria can go. She, due to past experiences, spent time researching other newer recipes and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
did magical training of sorts, furthering her magical abilities.
Nice.
So I guess it would be Arcana for
Yep.
her. Let's see.
Ooh, crit success.
34.
I believe you have found your stride, Miss Raylight.
Nice. So it's just that one check.
Correct. You're done.
Up to which level are we?
8 in your branch.
So that's the general
Mhm.
feat one.
Right, and you are now lore speakers. Also, Victoria, Ghastly is eating a large amount of pollen that was left behind.
Who? Aha. Gast.
What do you mean, who?
No, I didn't hear the. Okay,
It's
never
okay.
mind.
It's fine.
It's fine. He can eat whatever he wants.
Okay. All right. That leaves our prodigal son. Harris, what's your academic level again?
What is it? Because I mean,
I believe it's 1.
up until
Since you've gone to
I
0
think it-
classes, and
Yes.
you are now a
Oh.
teacher.
not a single
Huh?
one suddenly. Yeah. Surprise!
Surprise! No. Where's Callum? I miss Callum.
Professor OT has been spending all his time trying to teach Grung how to read.
Oh.
Never once has succeeded because the one thing he forgot, he's like, "What do you mean you don't know any words? Don't know what these words mean."
Yeah. So Harris has been. He's had the whole school fooled into thinking he was a student.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But does that mean you're going to roll deception instead of your branch things?
I think that's exactly what it means.
All right, you need a DC 24 to fool the faculty. Ooh, so that first week, you're sent to remedial studies and you need to cram now. So you're exhausted this first week. The pressure is really mounting up. Don't forget, your mother is in town as well with your adopted mother and your adopted father, and they're just looking at you, looking at Victoria's progress and going like, "What's wrong? You've been here longer than she has. What's going on? What are you doing with our money?"
I think he just avoid the conversation. It's like, oh, it's fine. I'm just tired. You know, that whole incident with the snake folk. You know, anybody would be tired after something like that.
Political
I almost
insurrection
died.
is no reason to shirk your duties. Just think of that nice man in Russia who killed that general. Now that's dedication.
Following through.
I want you to be that bomb on the plane. I want you to be that politician. I don't want you to be the passenger. Do you want to be a passenger your entire life?
Oh my God, she wants you to be Walter White, the one who knocks.
You think
Yeah.
I am the danger? You're right. I am. I am the one who knocks.
So for an entire week, you are not allowed to leave your not the dormitory, but your new residence as lore speaker, and you've the pressure is really mounting, man. If you did not have all that fur, they would see you sweating.
Heroes probably looks a little shiny. It's
So are you gonna try to do it the honest way now with 7 weeks remaining, or are you gonna try to deception again and double down?
you know, I think we want to get Victoria's mom off his back, so he's gonna try to put in some actual effort. I'm gonna try to make a.
All right. So the DC,
Crafting
if you're
check.
doing it honestly, the DC is 15. Because you're trying to get past level 1.
Okay.
Oh, you go up 2 levels. You're now level 3 in your branch. What's your branch again?
Oh, let me see. I wrote it down.
Oh no! Did you select a
Oh, it's
branch?
I did because I figured it would come up.
Okay, yes, it will come up.
The Uzunjati.
Okay, so you're the storytellers. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so, tell me what you've crafted during this time. It's just like, props for a story, or have you, crafted things from your, experiences, like, with said Stone Ghost or the Snake Politicians or stuff like that? Are you trying to basically tell the faculty about all these heralding tales that happened to you as you, grew into the sorcerer you are today?
Yeah, I think he'd kind of like work backward from the most recent and just go as far back as he can remember. So the first thing would be some sort of illusory device, I guess, that would help tell the story of the rescue at the politician's manor.
Okay. Yeah, they're quite impressed with that, but there's still more work to be done, and you only have 6 weeks left now. Thankfully, you're no longer exhausted.
Thank goodness.
And
now I
your
have to
mother
do
has gotten
actual
off
work.
your back now, so you're a little bit more free, but she's still watching.
Of course she is. I think we're going to continue down that path for the 3rd week.
Okay. So now that you're level 3, it's going to be DC 18. Oh, Haros! 2 more levels, you're at level 5. I think doing things the honest way is really working out for you now. You had all this raw talent and you just didn't apply yourself.
I don't think
Peter
Haros
Parker,
knows how to
smart
feel
but
about
lazy.
that.
You were
Pretty
just
much.
lazy.
I wasn't lazy. It was energy conservation. It's a difference.
My God. Alright, so 5 weeks left. Let's see, you're at level 5. The DC is now 20.
All right. I think I'm gonna make another crafting check.
Okay. Ooh. Level 6 now in your branch of the Uzjanti. And you've put together a lot of good little stories and all these little idols and whatnot, and the traditional little garb and other things, and you're starting to catch up to where you actually should have been to begin with. So you're pretty average right now. You've got it. You've caught up basically in 3 weeks or 4 weeks in a curriculum where everyone else has been studying.
This isn't so hard.
All right. The DC is now 22 at level 6, and you have 4 weeks left to get 2 more levels.
Okay, 22. All right.
Yeah. But Haros... Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Ooh, success. So yeah, you're at level 7 now. The end is in sight. You've got 3 weeks left. But man, it's been a long 5 weeks, hasn't it?
A whole month of actual studying kind
Yeah,
of misses being lazy a little bit.
and more. It's just like you haven't gone out. You haven't done anything fun in a while. You've got 3 weeks left. Are you gonna push it to the finish line, or what are you gonna do?
I think Harris thinks he deserves a break.
Okay. Yeah. So for the 6th week, you take off, do some fun things, maybe go drinking with Ignacy and Marima.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. In fact, they invite everyone who's a lore speaker now to celebrate Ignacy becoming a lore speaker. Night down in the town with... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was wondering I wonder how he's been holding up the last 6 weeks.
Oh, he looks
Or last 5
fantastic.
weeks.
He looks fantastic. He's got like a new outfit and everything. He's redone his hair to be a bit more professional. And he's gonna invite Victoria, Grung, and Disco out with Marima and you to go drinking in the Bantu on week 6. And Mariama is gonna hang on every word you guys do, basically going like, oh, I don't know what your secret is. Please share it with me. You've already graduated from the Magical Academy, and now you're lore speakers. You're teaching.
It is strange, yes.
It is. It's only been 2 months. 3 if you count
It's
the other
like-
month.
It's like if you help the community around you, you become much more prominent.
Oh, Iron, you got some feedback. A lot of feedback. I've never thought of it like that. I didn't realize the power of the community was so strong.
I
What
mean,
about
it
the-
also helps. Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say it also helps that we had a lot of real life training, I guess.
Real life training, yes. Ignacy was saying something about that before he started going into mumbling fits and just looking out the window wistfully.
I look at Ignace.
He's drinking more than he should. Like he's trying to forget.
With my new ranger like agility, I just kind of slink past everyone because now you see that Disco has more of a svelte frame as opposed to his big tree frame. And goes up to Ignacy and says, "You should slow down."
I can't slow down.
Slow.
I know
down.
too much. I know too
Yeah,
much.
Yes. Slow down.
Never kill, he says with his hand shaking. That was rule 1. That was the first rule.
Yes.
Was it a lie?
Would you like to find out?
No!
And I slink
I
back away.
found out!
I slink away.
Okay. And then Mariama will come up to Victoria and ask, well, what's your secret?
Well, I guess just try to put yourself in others' shoes a bit, and I mean, not that different what Disco said. Although I do also think we were quite lucky/unlucky with all the things happening around us. We probably, well, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but we probably deserved it to a degree. Yeah, let's say it like that.
Oh, how selfless. I truly do recognize your achievements, yes. I do feel as though you deserve it as well. I can only hope that I can follow in your footsteps as well, as you said, to be in another shoes. I would like to be in your shoes. Ignacy and I have been rivals ever since we came here. I can't believe he became lore speaker before I did.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna follow our example,
Oh yes, I would very much like to.
I wouldn't really recommend it, but what we seem to have been doing is getting into a lot of trouble.
Ah.
And solving said trouble.
So self-manufactured prophecy. Yes,
No.
I, as a chaos magnet, understand this.
Well, I guess that's one way of looking at it. I'm rooting for you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. The Dark One also roots for you. I've put in a good word for you with the Demon King.
Appreciate it.
And she'll go over to Grung next and say, so Grung, what is your secret?
It's all about the workouts. You gotta pick the right one for you. You either need a 3-day split, 4-day split, 5-day split, 3-1-3, or push-pull legs. You know, you gotta fit the one that gets right for you. Get the right amount of protein in you. You know, lift with your, don't lift with your back. You know, lift with your legs. You know, get the right form. You know, these muscles don't grow themselves. You know, so you gotta eat right. And like Grun goes into this entire workout regime, which is more sophisticated than anything he's ever talked about.
Oh my... and she furiously writes everything down and goes, yes, 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 I must do this. I must live this. Your lifestyle is an achievement. I recognize your progress. Yes, this is absolutely wonderful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The gym's always open and it's quite empty.
We have a gym?
Yes.
Yeah.
I must find it.
You look on the back of your beads, there's like a little map there that just shows like this is the gym.
Yeah. I imagine it wasn't there. It was just like someone's office, and then all of a sudden there's just more and more gym equipment.
It's OT's office. No,
just
no.
Up, and, yeah. And then all the and I've been using the bees to like hang up the equipment on the walls.
Oh my god. You know what it is? As lore speakers, you get offices within the Heron archives. Did you take over his office to make it into a lift room?
I hope not.
Oh my god.
It's all for physical education. You have none of that. He needs it too.
Yes. Yes, I agree. Oh my god, I've learned so much from you. And she goes over with the happiest face over to Haros and just goes like, oh, you have natural talent. You who have been blessed with the gift of magic from birth. Certainly your advice will be the most inspirational of all.
I don't know about inspiration. I don't really have a secret. Not really.
Well,
if you know what you want, and if you know what you want and you know what you're willing to do to get it, everything just kind of falls into place.
Ah. Self-fulfilling prophecy, yes. I think I understand. Your answer was the most simple of all, but I believe it speaks to me.
Does it? He's fully like in like his third or fourth drink at this point.
Oh my god. And then she'll go over to Ignacy. So Ignacy, what's your secret? And he just looks over to her like more than half drunk and goes like, I can't believe they're all dead. All of them. We didn't even talk to them. We didn't even bother talking to them. Is this my life now? I stopped a war so I wouldn't have to kill people. I came here so I could save lives. Is this my destiny? Well, that's depressing, and she goes immediately away from him.
I returned back to Ignacy's side. Slow down. And slink again.
Oh my god. He thinks he's seeing like hallucinations of you now.
As he should.
Oh my god, he just appear and disappear as a ranger. So while this is all going on, you meet someone from the staff who has introduced themselves to you before, but this time it's a little bit more formal. Say hello to your boss. As lore speakers, this is High Sun Mage Oyama, and he is the head of the magical school. He's like the principal, or, you know, Dumbledore.
Someone say
So it was
dumbbells?
OT. So was OT like our Hagrid?
OT was the Hagrid, yes. You've already outgrown him.
Ah, but he's important.
Yes, he is. Oyamba says, he's your new assistant. He'll get you everything you need.
I would like him to be our peer, if not.
No, not OT. Not Mr. Birdwatcher. Not Professor of Ongoing Traffic OT. No.
Oh, no. Are we the baddies?
We
No,
have week
opportunist.
one.
no.
Week
Sure,
one.
the killing of the people was terrible, but we forced this man out of a job and demoted him.
And Oyama takes his hand and pats you on the back of your bark and says, you did everything you could to save those snake people, and I applaud you for that.
Hard cut to just go asking, so who's in charge of this construction effort? And then immediately attacking and not knowing how to respond besides just attacking back. Yes, you're right.
Yep, we definitely handled those snake people. Handled a lot of them.
Your progress has been unprecedented. I would say that the four of you are some of the greatest progeny I had ever had the pleasure to shepherd from student to lore speaker. Once initiates at the school, you are now at the most prestigious and, dare I say, one of the most powerful mages on campus. I expect you to represent the Magaambya perfectly. You will take the best interests of our school at heart, will you not? Not only with our students, not only with the people of Nabantu, but the people of the world. I want you to carry on the wind your passion for magic, your example that you have shown the other students. That young boy Goss, he looks up to you very much, and I think a lot of the other students are starting to as well. You are an inspiration to them. I need you to be like the example of the 10 magical warriors that founded the school with the Archmage. Can you do that for me?
Grung can carry a lot, but he can't carry this alone.
My God.
We'll do our best together.
Clips on his tie.
What did you clip that
I like to
onto?
imagine. I like to imagine you just flex just your two pecs up a little bit, and it's locked into
Okay.
place.
I look at him like, it's penned.
Oh,
Oh!
No.
My God.
You ever wonder why it's red?
Oh! It was a white tie.
oh, that is so good.
You
But
get a
oh my
hero
God.
point.
Yes.
Victoria
That's
gets
when
a
I
hero
lifted it.
point.
That's when he lifted it, and it's just like the pen is just like pinching because it can't go through.
Oh, God.
Wrong is just like Bardock. Just like
Oh.
oh my goodness, that's good. That's the best explanation of anything we've done so far. Like,
Oh, poor
holy shit. Kai was white when Drunk got job.
Grung's strongest wizard here.
Transmutation? No. Blood. Ugh.
And the most impressive thing is he hasn't passed out from blood loss.
No.
It keeps getting
I
put
think-
back into me. I
It
constrict my
clots up.
blood vessels enough
Yeah.
to stop it from flowing out.
Oh God.
Oh, it's just a scab there now, and that's the reason why it stays put.
Why is the tie the most interesting thing?
It's you know what? We are very silly people, bro.
Oh my God. We've discussed all the details and lore of this tie now. Like, where did you actually buy it, or did you just take it from one of the people that fell?
We probably found it. I don't know. I mean, it
It's
just
probably
ended
in
up.
OT's office.
Oh
and
my
he's
God.
like,
Oh my God!
oh,
You
this-
stole his tie!
Yes.
oh, this is good. And OT's like, that's actually.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My
I'm
wife
gonna
bought
add a
me that.
custom. I'm gonna add a custom item, just like a OT's tie.
Yeah. Very good. Oh my God. How about you, Konrasu? You are the first of your kind to attend the magical school. I'm interested
My name
to
is
know.
Elysium,
Elysium.
or you can call me Disco. I believe
Disco.
both are fine.
I apologize. I
It's
did not
fine.
mean to. I did not mean to
No.
belittle your ancestry.
It is fine. I am more than my ancestry. I am me.
Well,
but
that's
I
more than
am-
I can say about a lot of people, unfortunately.
I have to say, I've definitely grown since I've been
Especially
here.
those people from Taldor.
There's like a small, like, I guess, reflex of Disco's hand to his new weapon, and he stops. Taldor. I feel like I've grown a lot since being here. This place has offered nothing but experiences that I don't think I would have got being a simple guide through the forest.
Can you tell me
And,
where the rest of your people have gone?
That I'm still learning, because as I said when I got here, it seems that I've been disconnected from these people for
Hogwarts.
very long, so very long. And I actually above game. Can we put the respecting of Disco being him getting in touch with the figure that calls themselves Disco's father,
Yes.
and learning like what the Konrasu do, exploring the stars and etc.
Absolutely.
And that's why they kind of gave up on that religious-esque idea and taking up the more natural fighting and just nature's magic.
Yep. This is what your father tells you as he generates your prophecy. Upon the day the wind shows their true power, a confession shall usher forth an era of sorrow and the end of history. When the moment comes that water bleeds, a vicious act shall cause an age of bliss and a rise of faith. Within heart and home, a fortunate meeting shall mark a time of prosperity. When the sky is colored brightly at night, a drunken fight shall mark the passage to the Red Star.
Well,
Assimilate this knowledge.
it doesn't help that I just finished watching an animated film about something called the Doomstar,
Yeah.
and so, yeah, this is good. This is fine. So yeah, I would explain. I'm still learning about my heritage. As
There's no
I've been...
time left to learn, little one. You must grow.
Oh no. But yeah, I will tell that to our new boss, Oyambe. Like, yeah, I'm still learning. As we all are learning on the path of knowledge. And hopefully one day I can give you a more prominent answer rather than maybe I'll figure out where my people are.
You sound like Kakashi there, the path of knowledge.
Yes. I got lost.
We are all lost in the path of life.
You're 10
God bless him. God bless that fucking dude.
Now
Why are
every time
you
I see-
late? You're the teacher.
Now, Every time I see Gojo in
In Jujutsu. Yeah,
I'm like,
it is
Kakashi?
definitely Kakashi vibes.
All right, and then he's gonna look over to Haros and said, like, well,
I can't promise anything. I can't exactly see the future.
he laughs and then clasps both your shoulders. I need you to promise me. You represent the school
okay.
now. It's not just about the money. It's not just about the posterity. It's not just about the magic. It's the image of the school. I need you to promise me right here and now that you're going to obey all the rules. You're going to represent the Magaambya as its champion, and you are going to become something that these children can look up to and become mages themselves. Promise me right now.
Okay. I promise. I think the Harris is just thrown off by the sudden tone shift.
And he just laughs again and says, ha 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 ha! Good! Good! And clasps your back. Good.
The covenant is made.
Oh my god.
A new hand touches the beacon.
No
So
cookie
now-
has been fed. What?
Now that I all have you promising this to me, I need you to
Wait, us?
undergo... Yep, I need you to undergo your first mission as lore speakers. There is a student that has been on campus for the last 50 years and hasn't graduated. I need you to talk to her and get her to graduate.
Oh, that's a new one.
Have we met her already?
Possibly.
What is their name?
I shall show you.
On this piece of paper? Wow.
They really
Yes.
got lost in the path of life.
They did. Number 2, she is the one with the horns on the right. Her name is Seloze. And she has been in the Ujanti branch for 50 years and has not graduated. I need you to give her a little push. Just a little
there
push.
any-
Help her by pushing her off the
mm,
cliff of knowledge.
No, I don't like the way you're saying this, boss, but
I think she's been on campus long enough. She needs to graduate. I think that we can't have her on campus anymore because that's going to speak ill of us. Do you understand me? OT.
Maybe it's an administration error, like with me.
OT. It was an administration error. Professor OT was this student's faculty advisor, and he's Mr. Softy. I need you to be a little harder with her.
now I have a question.
Yes, of course.
If, for some reason, we do see the student and talk with them,
Yes.
and we deem her reason for being here for 50 years a prominent reason, can we return to you with that information that we believe this person belongs here?
Absolutely, after she graduates.
Mm, sure. I'll talk. We'll talk to her.
Yes,
At least.
you will. Because I told you to. And then he laughs again. We are such good friends!
Okay.
Grung would like to insight.
Okay.
He wants. Grung does not like this guy, and he wants to fight him.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure. Yes,
Is it perception or I think it's perception, right?
absolutely. He encourages you to challenge his authority. All right, let's see here. So you can pretty much see through him that he's more of a politician as much as he is a mage. So he has the image of the school, like he said, to uphold. And this woman being on campus for 50 years and you being on campus for 2 years and having, for 2 months and having graduated, he's kind of hoping that you can fill the gap in that respect. Also, she's eating up resources that could be going to another student. So, you gotta get her to shit or get off the pot.
Do you have her diploma ready?
I
Say with
do.
utmost comp.
All it needs is your signature, lore speaker. I know you'll do it.
For the student.
For the student, yes, exactly. That's the attitude you need to have.
Well then, let's go meet her first, shall we then?
Absolutely. And he'll thank you all and give a courteous bow and say, like, please come to my office whenever you need something to help the students. And he will depart with a boisterous laugh again.
Brother,
When
this guy
he is,
stinks.
when he's gone, Victoria's gonna say, I'd never heard of her. She was here 50 years?
Ignacy,
That's
Impressive, honestly.
Ignacy says, he ignored me.
Who?
Oh, Yamba! The head of the magical school, I was right here. I'm a lore speaker too.
Slow down.
I'm having visions again.
Slow down.
I'm seeing trees.
Slow
I
down.
can't see the forest.
That's the good thing.
We're not in the forest. I must say, well, regardless, I think we just have to get to the student and then do what's best for them.
But I feel like, I don't know. This new
I mean-
guy is very strange.
I mean, if they're here 50 years, they're also eating up a potential class spot for people who need it. So maybe they just scared to move on, or maybe they're just an elf and they're really slow at learning because it takes them a long time to learn things.
I mean, if you're not a product of anyone can learn, I don't know who else is.
I learned different,
Exactly.
but also they forgot about me for 2 years.
Which is very concerning, and we should be talking about that more often. But
Yeah, it's fine. We're usually busy.
No
Snake
child
people.
left behind.
only forgotten.
Yes,
Oh
only forgot. I've already
I mean,
given
that was
you a
fine
hero
being
point.
forgotten
That was
about.
good. Oh, go ahead, Iron.
Heroes just says, I was fine being forgotten about.
Oh.
look at you now.
I say same. I got to work out a lot.
Yeah, look at me now with responsibilities and stuff.
And Ignacy
Well,
says,
you certainly shaped up.
Ignacy says, you're still thick around the midsection, but yes, you shaped up.
All right, let's go find the student.
You know what? Gonna let you have that one. You've had a hard couple of weeks. It kind of pats Ignacy on the back a little bit harder than necessary.
Oh, God. I'm a lore speaker, too.
Yes, you are.
All right, so
We'll get your time, Ignacy, as we're leaving.
I just leave him there at the bar with the Rita. It's like,
Maybe
wait,
next semester.
but this is my assignment too. I'm also a lore speaker. I should be going with you.
Well, we're not preventing you of going with us. It's just that you are a bit on the tipsy side right now.
I've never thought more clearly than I do now. Just promise me that when you talk to her, it won't be like the snake people. Don't make her disappear.
We'll try.
Okay.
We've become the fucking cleaners of the Magaambya. Did Mayamba tell us where she was?
Oh, she's always in
Nope.
the same place all the time. And as an Ujanti, you would know immediately where she is. I believe you have 2 Ujanti branch lore speakers in your group now.
Could you go, Jaunty?
Heros and Disco. You know exactly who he's speaking about, and she is pretty much regarded as like a fixture in the Magaambya. She's always under the same tree, and she's always trying to craft the perfect story. And she's been working on this perfect story for 50 years. And you've heard it before. You've heard her speak it before. But it's never just quite right for her, but you think she tells it just fine. And she has willingly refused to graduate each time. Because Professor OT told her 50 years ago, you can graduate when you're ready. And she's just not ready. So, let me know, how are you approaching her? You know, like, what are you doing? Are you going to approach her as, like, lore speakers? Or are you going to approach her as, like, fellow Magaambya faculty or, like, friends and stuff?
I mean, Heros wouldn't approach her with, in full, lore speaker-ishness, I guess. Not particularly enamored with being an authority figure.
When we arrived there, how is she looking from a distance?
She looks pretty melancholy, but that's normal for elves. She's like deep in trance, trying to concentrate on her craft.
And she's writing the notes or something.
Yeah, she's writing notes, or she has like a little magical pen underneath her tree. Like there's even an indentation of where she always sits. That way when she gets up for the day, you always see like the same like seat marks or butt marks where she sits down, like in a well-used chair, but this is the ground, and the groundskeepers have given up on even going over that part of the lawn. Because she's always there when they try to upkeep the grounds.
Well, I think we should approach her with interest in her craft. I mean, it seems like that's the main reason why she doesn't want to graduate, so it seems to be a center point for her and the reason she is bound to this place. So a simple what you're working for? What do you think, guys?
Sounds like a good place to start.
Grung will watch and input as needed.
Alright. So if everybody's fine, Victoria's gonna just casually approach Selose. Just gonna stand a bit off, see if she notices her.
Oh yes, she notices and she acknowledges you and she says like, "Hello, lore speaker Victoria."
Well, hi. It's still a bit early on the lore speaker part, so no need
I'm
to be
sorry.
formal. I'm still getting used to that myself.
Would you prefer if
Anyways-
I called you Teacher Victoria?
Honestly, you can call me whatever. Whatever is more comfortable for you.
In my 150 years of life, everything has become comfortable.
Well, that is certainly more than me, so I'm still getting used to stuff. But anyways, you do seem to know who I am, but I don't think I know who you are.
I am a student of the Magaambya. I am a humble Ujanti. I came to campus 50 years ago with the intention of crafting the perfect story. And I believe I have succeeded, but I fail to retain the skill to tell it properly.
So, you already have the story, but not the means to present it?
Correct. Like a game dev company that has an idea, but poor execution of what it could bring.
So, this might be a bit blunt, but what are you achieving by writing and not practicing speeches and the like?
Perfection.
Of what?
The story. It must be perfect when I tell it.
But you said the story is already finished.
It is finished, but it's not perfect.
Well, why? Okay, no, wait. No, I lost it. Some of you can go jump in while I figure out something.
So, can you show me what your work is? What you have
yes.
so far?
Of course. You see, there's this Banshee Queen, and she is immensely powerful, but also very, very sad. She's sad because she's so powerful and rich. And then, one day, she destroys her own kingdom, and then goes to the afterlife. And when she goes to the afterlife, she is incredibly sad. Even sadder than last time, and even more powerful.
Is there a burning tree in there? What?
But there is a burning tree, yes. How did you know?
It's copyrighted.
Oh, no.
I think you read something many years ago.
I may have. I have such a bad memory. It's been
Yes.
so long. How will I ever make it perfect now?
You have to turn it into your own. You have to go and start over, maybe.
What? I can't start over. I have 50 years of lore to work with.
Then find a part where it stops. Maybe like
It never stops.
that's the thing. You make it stop.
She never dies. You don't understand.
She
She
does.
never dies.
Maybe get like a group of people to live through the story. Sort of like, I don't know, a game of sorts. Maybe add some dices, fictional characters.
You mean
Maybe-
more characters than just one?
Maybe your story should be something where you tell people it's a story that never ends, and that's the completed thing. It just continues on and on and on and on.
You mean call it the never-ending story? That sounds copyrighted too.
No. Maybe like a world of something.
A world of storytelling.
Yes.
Ah, a world of
That
stories.
could be your final thing. You were the first person to create a world with massive information that continues that everyone could contribute to.
A final epic. Numeric side.
No,
Never,
it is not a final because it is the start,
it's a never-ending
but
epic.
never the finish.
Never the finish, always ending. Yes.
Shadowlands.
Shadow. These are all great ideas.
Yes. Remember, completely uproot your entire story with this jailer person who was behind it all.
Oh, I didn't even know that. From the beginning, you say?
Yes.
Oh,
To shreds, you say.
to shred. Yes. I'm beginning to think this heroine isn't what I thought her to be. Maybe she's the reason the story isn't perfect.
Banish her to the maw to do
Ah,
dailies.
Yes! I'll get rid of her! Oh! And she kind of looks kind of happier now and says like, oh! Now that I don't have to worry about that one character anymore, the story kind of makes sense now. I feel like...
Dragons.
Yes, dragons are a great idea. She stands up. I think it's time I moved on now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Yep,
band
nerf
she
the
just
druids.
did. Pushed her right over the edge. Yes.
Yep, nerf druids.
I can't stay here anymore. I need to leave. Please sign my graduation papers.
Yes.
Yep. Remember, nerf druids, balance especially. All right, bye.
Okay, nerf, balance, druids, things, bye. And she runs off very happily with the revelation you've given her.
I think this is
She
the
seems
first time.
happy.
This is the first time Harris has seen this group work, and he's just like, I did not see that going that way.
Neither did I.
That sounded like a scary story that my ancestors are still children. It was often true, though.
For $19.99 a month.
Even you can get that.
I hope Fulte somehow sees that.
I'll clip it. I'll clip it. That's one of the things I'm gonna clip. Besides the
I
clip
hope
on
she'll
top.
credit you.
You send it like a bet. It's like, yeah, you gotta send it on like nerf balance druids. Yes, yes, of course. That's all he complains about.
Oh my god. He plays one of the most powerful classes in that game for almost 20 years running. He's fine.
Oh, I know he's fine. He's also incredibly good at it, so it doesn't matter.
I know. He's painfully good at it. Except PvP. He does not know PvP.
No one knows PvP.
Alright,
Those
so
people are strange.
So you've gotten the storyteller who was completely stumped with this imaginary character to just drop the idea and go with something else. You feel kind of accomplished. And as soon as you do, one of the groundskeepers comes over and says like, "Oh, thank God!" He just like starts cleaning up the place. It's like she was living here.
No.
So you've completed your first act as lore speakers. And you've helped your first student graduate.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
that was simple
maybe
enough.
maybe they should be a teacher, but never mind.
So what else? What else is happening, Mr. Harros, as you realize you now have 2 weeks left to go one more level in your branch, the DC 24 of what you choose?
We are going back to. I'm gonna go back to crafting.
Okay, DC 24, you've got 2 chances left.
Whoop.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Something
Can I,
happens with all the
can I
distractions and
hero?
everything. Go ahead. Yep, you can hero point.
Can I hero point then?
Yes, you
No
can.
work and no play make heroes a dull boy.
Yeah. And that's the week you took off, man. Alright, so it doesn't go that well, but you didn't crit fail, so you don't have to cram. But something's just not adding up. I think what happened is you saw Ignacy kind of like sputtering around now that he's a lore speaker. You saw someone else just graduate that had been here for 50 years, and more importantly, you met the big head boss. And he made direct eye contact with you. Like, he sincerely looked at you and said, like, you need to follow these rules. You need to represent us. I think that made you choke a little bit.
it's this weird thing where like Harros is a pretty big guy, but he doesn't really like being seen. Not to that degree.
There's no bamboo to hide behind.
So I got one more rule.
Yeah, one more week. It's do or die.
Okay.
Final stretch. The Death March.
Maybe you should take some advice from Grung, and maybe you can't carry it alone. Maybe you need help.
You know,
Grung can't lift something he can't see
Strength
unless
of thousands.
it's invisible. And I've folded people in half.
Yes. Sometimes they've evaporated and their clothes have folded themselves.
Sometimes I've folded them the opposite way that they normally bend.
Oh god, that made me think about that angel that cracked the guy over his back.
Dame Aelin.
Yes.
Has Tony seen that?
No, he hasn't. I have to show him that.
The Saloon SMR?
Yes.
Yeah. But with the wizard at the ending of it.
Oh.
It's...
She folds him in his own clothes.
Dude.
You know what? As he should be folded.
When we watched it, we're like, what's she doing? And then when it happened, Bram and I were like, it's like the movie Friday. Damn!
It's just
everyone
at that point, I stopped caring that she was a lesbian and thought of her as an actual character. It was great.
there was so much character development in like 2 actions and like the look in her eyes. It was like, whoa.
I see it.
Okay, who to ask for help?
Google. That's Grunk's preference. Don't do Bing.
Oh my
I
god.
prefer
Is there Magaambya
ChatGPT.
Google?
I asked Jeeves.
3.0 or 4.0?
Actually, you got to use
I'm
incognito.
too poor. I use 3.4.
You use incognito mode, so no one sees you asking dumb questions to Google at work.
Especially if it's related to your work.
Ah, yes. Like those lawyers who didn't check to see if those case files actually existed.
Or anyone in IT when they Google how to map a network printer.
Oh no.
Oh.
I have
You-
too many
you
IT people
dragged
in
me
the other
back.
game.
You dragged me back to like one of my first like interviews with someone we were hiring. Ugh.
In a good or bad way?
How do you hook up an a network printer to a device? Ethernet, right? And he took the
Bluetooth.
Ethernet cable
Bluetooth.
from the printer and plugged it into the Ethernet port on the computer. That's not how that works.
No.
It's so dumb how I have to... Dude, there's like a 30-step process to hook up a printer in the Air Force, and it is the stupidest one. And I hate it every time. And then I'll print... Tony, I'll print a test page. Just like a random page. Alright, not even like printer test page. Alright, I'll just like print out a random Google Doc of just like words saying hi to see if the printer prints. And it'll say printed, it'll come out, and I'll print like an important like document, my social security number, all my money,
Oh my god.
my tax thing out of the printer, and it'll say printed successfully, but it won't come out of the printer. And I'm like, where did it go? And then
The
2 weeks
world
later,
doesn't know.
someone's like, hey man, this came out on my printer. I'm like,
What the fuck?
like when? Like, oh, just now. I'm like,
Just now.
like,
Time
It was
traveled.
stuck in the secret. It was stuck in the Internet Superhighway for how long?
and that's why I believe in the Matrix and Tron, dude. Like there was a fight over that file.
Oh my god. Mr.
The Quaid
Anderson.
document will be ours.
Protect it. They're trying to get it to the right place, but they had to stuff it away.
Oh god.
Do we get paid for this position, Bramble?
Yes, you get a stipend, and that supplies your living conditions in the city, because you're expected to have an apartment or whatever in the city. You have all your needs met, and Victoria still has the sandwich shop.
Mm-hmm.
In process.
Because
Right.
Grung needs a new belt.
Yeah, you can get a belt.
I mean, Grung
Giant
is poor.
strength?
No. I just need a lifting belt.
You can.
I squatted and broke the other one.
You can go to your new friend, High Sun Mage, Obiama. Not Obama, Obiama.
Obama.
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 Just ask Obama
yes.
for money.
Please, sir. More.
I'm sorry, I gave it all to the bank.
Oh.
It all belongs
Well,
to the bank.
Can
now.
they give it bank? Can you give it back?
No, the bank banks it.
Yeah, the bank keeps it forever. You don't understand. When the bank gets money,
That
it's
was never
eaten.
your money.
It's gone.
never
It's all
your
gone.
And it's gone.
Hey, we'll invest it here, put it here, put the dividends there, and it's gone.
And gone.
Oh.
What do you mean? It's gone. Sorry, this is for paying customers only.
Yes, I like to put this into my savings. Oh yes, ma'am, it's there and now it's gone.
And it's gone. What do you mean? Your money's gone. Sorry, this line's only for banking customers only.
Why are there so many people here who are not paying customers? Get out of here. Anyways, yeah, let's go see. Obiama.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can go to
and
his
let them
office.
know.
But what about Harros in the one level?
Oh,
What
well,
about it?
heroes. Do you want?
He can do it. It's called homework for a reason. Go home.
But strength of
So-
thousands. It's called strength of thousands.
We're only 4. We're
I can't-
lacking 996.
Listen, man, Grung's head's already spinning.
Oh my goodness. It's a crafting check. I don't think I'm good at it. I'm good at helping.
Wait,
Well, it doesn't.
we can
it
make
does-
a cake.
I mean,
I
if
did
you
think
only ask
about-
me, I'm more than willing to help you.
Yeah, I think Harrow's knowing what that was my original idea, knowing what Victoria is capable of, and seeing as she seems to have had a much easier time with it. I think he might actually humble himself a little bit and ask Victoria for help. Because my other idea is significantly more aggressive.
I want to hear the other idea too.
Well, we were going to Oyamba's office. For a second, I thought, I wonder how an intimidation check would work out.
Oh my god, yes!
I'm gonna threaten my future boss. Let's see how that pans out.
This happens every day in education. Are you kidding? This happens a lot.
See, I've never seen that side. I've only been on the side of, yeah, your printer's working, and I leave.
Yeah. You've never been in that thing where the pissed off teacher goes into the office and just starts screaming at the dean, and the dean just sits there smiling?
Actually, I have. Now that you mentioned that. I have. Wow.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
just put it out of your mind? Because that's one of
You
the
know,
things I
it's-
think about.
Bramble, I'll be real. It's been a year since I left education. I've never looked back.
There's a reason you haven't looked back.
But
Okay,
yeah, I think
so-
we'd go ask Victoria for help.
Okay, yeah. And then intimidate
Yep.
him. Yeah.
You know, if
That
the
can
first
come
one
later.
doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Victoria will happily agree.
So are you going to tutor him in your room, your new your new apartment within Nabantu, or are you going to do this on campus?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of the same. Victoria probably managed to find like a one-room apartment or something, so it's probably really cramped and whatnot.
Oh, like a studio.
Yeah, and half of it, or 60% of it, is alchemical supplies and that alchemy table, and there's like a bed in the corner.
Yep. The landlady has already accused you of making drugs. Stop turning her her apartment building into a drug house.
All right.
Victoria's the new frog legs. No.
Oh, frog thighs.
That's my mother.
Oh my god! I tell you, I've already given you a hero point.
All right. I guess I'm gonna tutor him at the academy.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Do I roll crafting for aid?
DC 20 to assist.
Alright, just to check if something I have. Nope. Alright.
Oh yeah, it was named, so you didn't have to make that private. I'll unprivate it. Hang on.
Alright. I mean, I can also.
No, don't do that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, +2. You can add a +2 to your roll, Heros, for crafting. You need a DC 24.
I believe in you. And the power of.
The strength of thousands.
Yes. And performance drugs.
Wait, we have those? What?
I'm working on them.
All right.
You play an instrument?
+2. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Oh no. 18, that's not enough.
Can I give you like a hero point to reroll?
You can. You've got 2 of them.
I'm gonna give you 1 to reroll that.
I will take it. Thank you very much.
Ah, you
There,
did
that's much
it!
better.
You did it! Level 8 in your branch!
Look at you studying, getting things done.
And after
Doing them drugs.
Yep, after 8
Huh?
weeks,
What?
with only 1 week of break, you breathe this heavy sigh of relief as your mother, who is looking over both of your shoulders, goes, "Finally!" Just like spooking the hell out of the both of you like she was there in the shadows.
Why do you keep doing that?
I'm a time mage. And it's time you got to being a lore speaker.
Do you cook with time?
I'm very good with time. I'm always punctual. I never come late.
Every time I hear time mage, I just think of the herb. Like, they're just... it's a sprig of time.
Time.
Every mage is a time mage. They always arrive precisely when they mean to.
Yes, you see? Your sister has it. And when you're done playing lore speaker and earning our family a healthy amount of advertisement and also notoriety at this wonderful magical school, you will be returning to the factory, Heros. Remember, Mommy's waiting for you. And she just kind of steps back into the shadows. Oh yes, Mommy is waiting.
Harris just stands there with blank
Grunt.
1,000-yard stare.
Grung pulls out a card and hands it to you. It's during our in-doc as teachers, we were given them, and it's basically like, here you go. It's for family counselors if you need it. It's usually for students, but you might need this. These people you could talk to them, and they say they're confidential.
I appreciate it, but I don't think that's really necessary. It'll work out.
Of
Claire is
course.
awfully quiet for this part.
That's what I'm about to do. Work out.
As you head to the headmaster's office.
OT's office, right?
No, you said you want to go to the headmaster to ask for money.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll tell. Did we already tell him that we helped that student?
No, you didn't. He thinks you're still doing it. It's been a week.
Yeah, I'll go. I guess I'll go back and say, job's done. Student graduated. And it's been a week, so everything's been good.
Excellent, excellent. I knew I could put my faith in you. And he like gives you like your paycheck, and it says like 1 level 8 item for each of you.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's a voucher.
Can we break this down into a level 3 and a level 5 if necessary?
Look at you doing math. No.
Do you? Oh, well,
We don't need mathematicians here. You're not an
No, we-
arithmancer.
I thought they were fake.
They are fake.
oh no.
Mathematicians aren't real. They can't hurt you. See that window?
What?
No one's jumped out of that window. No one's had the balls.
I can if I. Do you dare me to? I can guarantee I can survive the fall.
If
I'm
you
a
can
little
survive the fall,
terrified.
you're not a true mathematician.
I mean, I am not a mathematician, but I like a challenge. I've done dumber shit.
I don't want you doing that to encourage the students to do that, so no.
Oh, well, that's going above and beyond. You're right.
Yeah.
The highest rarity is uncommon, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
However, you can justify it with a good enough reason. I'm willing to listen.
I'll look around.
Okay. So each of you pick a level 8 item, and none of that math bullshit where you pick like several like little items to add up.
God dang it.
There's an item called Lover's Gloves.
Excuse me?
It is a level 8 item.
let me
These
see
white
what the
silk
hell
gloves
this
are
is.
adorned in red hearts that glow faintly whenever you are adjacent to someone you feel particularly strongly towards. They buoy your spirit, giving you a +1 item bonus to diplomacy checks. You grasp the hands of a willing creature you have a strong positive feeling about, regardless of the nature of those feelings. The creature gains a +1 status bonus to saving throws and temporary 10 hit points for the next 10 minutes. If the creature shares their feelings, you gain the same benefits and for duration. When you both roll success saving throw against an emotional effect that causes negative emotions, you both gain a critical success instead.
Okay.
That's pretty wholesome.
It
Oh
does.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Alluring scarf, but instead of the scarf, it being the tie.
That's good. That's fine. Yeah, you can do that. I'll
Maybe.
allow you to change the physical aspect of the item. That's perfectly fine. It still fits on the neck. If it fit on your neck, it clips on.
We don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Bag of cats. Why does it sound more dangerous? Like it should be a higher level. You have to shake the cat in the bag and pull it out.
Yes, cat's out of the bag.
Or you can cover yourself in the bag.
Become one
Interesting.
with the cats.
So you get the wasp guard.
Yeah, I'm just reading it and
Oh my god.
It would
That would have helped us so much.
it would make sense also to have it because we killed so many bugs and whatnot.
There will be more bugs, just to warn you. There are going to be more bugs.
Umbral wings? Let's see what this do. While wearing a cloak, you gain low light vision and +1 to seek. You gain a fly speed until it turns in. Wow. I can also get a mithril waffle iron.
What?
Sorry, did I not explain myself? I can get a waffle iron with the material mithril.
Oh,
This set of hinges, metal plates features studs in inside for each plate to provide a texture of the pastry cakes you cook it with. Pour batter into the plates, close the device, and place it on a fire or cook to stove.
Why would it need
It
to
is
be
just
made
a
of
waffle
mithril?
maker. Well, who knows? Ooh. Swarm suit, impenetrable. Impenetrable swarm suit is made of. That's interesting. Who wants a pickled demon tongue?
Ew.
Like it doesn't taste good.
Well, you be right.
Yes.
Stars. Oh, that's shuriken stars. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Get the demon windmill.
And throw my companion, who was secretly the star the entire time.
There's the Rod of Wonder. Oh, it's Rem. No, just kidding.
Yeah, you can justify it.
I mean, I really don't want more flaming butterflies.
They've never disappointed.
I think it's disappointed sometimes, right?
Not for me. For the others, it has.
True.
Part of me really wants to get this item called the Swarm Eater's Clasp, which is a 2-action activation, once per day. A swarm creature within your reach. You thrust your hand into the storm, drawing forth a squirming mass of vermin and devour it. You recover 3d10 plus 10 hit points and deal the same amount of damage of bludgeoning damage to the swarm. That'd be interesting, but I'll be fine.
Waffle iron.
We already did that. We already did
I
that.
know.
We'll see.
How about you, Harris? Any ideas?
I am looking at this boreal staff. It's level 8.
A portable gaming hall.
You mean a Game Boy? Cool. Part of me wants to get the umbral wings just to have flight.
Oh, don't forget,
just-
you have 2,700 gold pieces in your shared loot.
Whoa.
You guys haven't been spending any money.
We've
Yeah.
been
That's pretty cool like
thrifting.
You still have a staff of abjuration, which is level 6. That's pretty good.
It's pretty solid.
You've got bracers of armor, a choker of electrocution.
What?
Yes. There's a chair of inventions when it's a wheelchair. Wants you to earn income. I think I'm gonna go with the scarf, and that'd
Okay.
be my tie.
Nice.
That's fine. Yeah, yeah. And while we're deciding on items, who amongst you wants to hold class first? Because you gotta teach.
Cool. Yeah, I could do that since I'm not really sure what item I want anyway.
Absolutely. And so what within the Janti branch will you be doing? Will you be telling stories? Will you be instructing others in some fashion? What are you keen on teaching these young minds?
I thought Ujanti was my secondary branch. Is Rain
what's-
Scribe?
Oh, Rain Scribe. Rain Scribe is the first. Okay, I'm sorry.
Was Rain Scribe the medical one, right?
Yeah, this is the medical one.
Yeah. I think my first class will be just a basic rundown on practical ways of tending to the body that is sick without using the gifts of the Magaambya. That way, if we're far from home, you know how to treat a person.
Okay. Well, let's bring you to the classroom outside.
Hey.
And you see Callum there. You see Samshu has come. Noxolo is there. Cesare is there. Goss is there. He's very eager to learn from you.
Boy. Well, hello there, class. I see many faces.
Yes, you can buy the lifting belt.
I'm more asking the party.
Yeah, I mean,
It's fine.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
dude, yeah, just you got that, dude.
I've been wanting it for a while.
I've been eyeing this belt. I've been eyeing this Gucci belt for a minute.
Buy yourself something nice.
Buy yourself something nice.
No, my God. Sorry. Before we do this, where's
good.
our loot?
Shared loot should be under player characters.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a character. Okay.
Communism.
Yeah.
Bramble, I think I'll
Alright.
take the Umbral Wings.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're good. Let me do. I messed up my ancestry feeds. Let me just clean that real quick. I would just look into the crowd and say I see a very good amount of people I'm familiar with, and those I'm not too familiar with. But I'm your teacher today.
I can't
You can
see.
call me.
Teacher Disco,
Oh.
I can't see.
Well, open your eyes.
Can I lift like Anchorroot and put her on Grung, like
Yes.
piggyback?
Grung accepts. And then Grung will then stand to the back of the room to not block people behind, but he can still see
Okay.
because he's 7 feet.
7 feet. Oh God.
Yeah, he's 7 foot something. Like he's with Air Jordans. Remember that.
Oh yeah.
He's wearing the
pumps.
Jordans.
Yeah.
He is wearing the
yeah.
Jordans.
All the jumping feats. I am. a
Oh,
guy
so
that
you're
can
Baldur's
jump.
Gate 3. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 character. Got it.
Yeah, just
Oh.
give him without the jump spell.
Oh no. Grung is wearing Air Jordans with a tie. He's that guy?
Yeah.
He's just that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Oh God, he's
With
he's one of the monsters.
Oh my god.
If I was a vampire, I'd be the scariest jumping vampire ever.
Oh.
I'll be hopping towards you like All Might.
But yes,
Can hop
students,
100 feet.
welcome to my class, which I will be specializing in the field of medicine. It is proper that we do learn our magical ways and intend to aid our people nearby and people who are nearby. This is the community, and this is what the Strength of Thousands is about. But if you find yourself far from home, yes.
Every time you say Strength of Thousands, they give a sage nod and say, "Ah, yes, yes, title of the module, yes."
But if we find ourselves away from those thousands, we should learn how to aid ourselves first. Because if you do not learn how to help yourself, how can you help others? So today we'll be reviewing on our more mundane skill sets of healing. For all of you is a wooden caricature of an individual, and I assume it's like a little wooden dummy that is just like about, I guess, an action figure size. And each dumb I have made indents or scratches or scrapes similar to injuries you would find within the Magaambya. It is your task today to determine what caused this injury and how do you aid. Stories based on these individuals are located on a little card right underneath the mannequin.
Yeah, and they take out the card and look at it and everything, and Ancient looks at hers and raises her paw and says like, "Teacher Disco, I have a question.
Yes.
If I made one of my spells sentient and it started to destroy the dormitory, would you help me?"
I mean, that is what the Strength of Thousands is about, correct?
Oh, thank goodness. Can we go to the Spire dorm right now and stop it before it destroys everything?
I'm sorry? I thought that was a hypothetical.
That's not hypothetical. I ask because Ancharud is very, very anxious that she made one of her spells sentient to be a friend, and it turned out to not be a friend.
Very interesting. Class, we will take a brief recess, 30 minutes at best. During this time, please do not leave the classroom, or if you have to use the restroom, please do so. And if you want to complete your task while we do this recess, that is also acceptable. That way I can give you fuller marks and make sure that your knowledge or your pursuit for knowledge is taken into note. May I have some volunteers to assist Andrew?
Grung raises his hand.
That is one. I may have a few more.
Yeah, I'll join you.
Thank you, Victoria. Last call for assistance.
Yep, Harold raises his hand.
All right. Let us go check out this incident. Callum, you are in charge. If anyone acts out of turn, you must tell me.
He goes like, but I'm the least experienced one here, and the Adelion just comes up like, "Okay, class, today I'm gonna teach you how to hunt."
He becomes like anthropomorphic and gets like jeans pants and like sunglasses.
it's like what's it called? He speaks like who's
All
he
of
from the X-Men? Night Stalker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
All of you are weak. You make the pack weaker. Today I make the pack stronger.
Grung gets happy.
We gotta go wrong. We gotta go.
This was the class that Grung wanted to see all along.
It's just
Yes.
the worst part is only you can understand the Adelion. None of them can hear it. It's just looking at them.
Oh god, it's like a dog. Grong will say to Angro, "Do not worry. We'll take care of this. Besides, it's nothing we can't handle." And I'll like flex.
Oh. She says, good, very, very good, Teacher Grung, because everything Ancharut tries does not damage the creature, and it is invulnerable, and it is intelligent, and I don't know how to stop it.
Is it hostile?
That means that you have created something very, very hard to do.
Yes.
Shows great promise.
Thank you.
Grung couldn't even bake a cake.
It's very hostile.
Can you
That
tell
is-
us more about it?
That is why Ancient Root locked it in the oven, hoping it would not escape, and then it did.
Ah,
Oh,
is it a fire?
It looks like a fire. It is a fire spell that Ancient Root has made sentient
Mhm.
to be a friend, but it is not a friend.
Well, we don't want you to get burned, and Grung is resistant to fire, for he has no fur to burn.
Ah,
So just stay behind Grung, and I'll piccolo you if I have to.
okay.
Block you like you're the Gohan.
Oh,
All
no.
right. What is that tie attached to?
Me. Now don't ask any more questions. Let's go.
Okay. All right, so you're
That's
in the
very-
middle of the dorm, and you can see several of the walls have been taken down, and it looks as though a fire is just, like, not burned part of it, but rammed its way through it.
Oh, I'm not afraid of fire,
Okay.
so I'm gonna continue onwards.
Yep.
Grung's really fast.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony, I redid a lot of Grung, and when he's raging, each move action's 40 feet, so...
Oh,
excuse me? What are you
I am-
telling me?
I'm also a running back.
Gotta go fast.
Ancient Root must warn you that it has a complete arsenal of all fire spells.
I see it.
Uh,
What does it look
Is it-
like?
It is fire.
Just fire?
Yeah, just fire. Oh god, it's evolved!
What do you mean, like a Pokemon?
It's
Oh,
evolved!
it gained RGB.
Stop right there.
It turns and almost seems to look at you.
I like wave. And I said, please stop. We could use your fire for other things, and you could use it for not burning down this building. What is it that you need?
It does not answer.
Can I do a recall knowledge nature for such a creature? This feels
Sure.
very primordial.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So what she's actually created is a miniature sun.
What?
What?
They're called
What?
living suns.
Anchored getting a Nobel Prize soon.
Anchorroot's gonna be like fucking Dr. Octavius. Like,
Can we-
oh, this sun in the palm of my hand.
Can we bottle it? Yeah.
I look to
hmm.
Anchorroot and look back at the sun.
Is my
I
son.
explained this.
Is my baby.
No,
No?
that is an actual like the thing in the sky, Anchorroot.
Sky?
The big orb in the sky that
Ah.
that shines your light down on you.
Oh, the moon?
The other one.
The other one. The other moon? There's several moons.
Anchor, can you try to either dispel it or somehow command it to move?
I did, and it ate the magic and got bigger.
Mm.
Oh.
Well, in my recall knowledge, would I know anything about how these things are created and how they are dispelled?
Ah, yes, they're created by combining hydrogen atoms to create helium.
Hmm.
We probably learned that in class that we skipped.
Guys, I have no way to handle this other than this, and I like raise my fans up like in
Stop.
a boxing
Stop.
stance.
Stop.
That's
Stop.
all.
Maybe.
Kindling!
Oh. I think I went too far.
It sees something it can burn.
Oh no.
I think I've run too far. I want to get a closer look.
You can change that to the role on your actual
Oh,
character
that's
sheet. Yeah,
shoot. That's right. I rolled the wrong character sheet
That's okay.
initiative. But I think it's the same, right? Plus 18, plus 18. Nope, it's not.
Huh.
Let's roll it here.
it rolled a 2.
Oh, you
Am
can
I
ping
getting-
tokens now.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things. This one I like the most.
Cool. That's just goes real initiative there.
Ta-da!
Is Grong gonna have to fist fight a son?
Yes?
This has a whole new term for fighting a fire.
Yeah, firefighter. Oh god, firefighter department
Fire
5.
force. Yes.
All right, Disco, you're the first to react, and when it saw you, it started to go wild. It sees something it can burn.
Okay.
And you see all these arcane tendrils and bolts shooting out of it as it's engulfing part of the building.
I also, because we roll initiative, I have a free action.
Ooh.
Ooh.
My battle cry allows me to demoralize. I don't know if it's able to be demoralized, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I mean,
Sure.
it's free,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Is it unintelligible?
It is mindless.
So I'm gonna say yes for unintelligible.
Okay. 26.
Boom. Because I
Alright.
have a feat that allows me to scare mindless and unintelligible things, but it gives a pretty big penalty.
Ooh.
I don't know how that works, but
It
Well-
just works.
It says success, so it's success. You frighten the sun, the miniature sun.
it's scared of me as I go, ah!
just yelling really loud at the sun.
And it just stops. It stops.
Yeah, I have like my hands up, like I'm about to fist fight the thing. Like,
The RGB, the burning, the flares, everything just stops.
I will look
Disco,
at this
it's your
now.
turn.
I'll now look at this very calm set of fire and say, "You will slow down and listen to what we have to say." And I point to Andrew. That is the person who made you, yes?
I made my son. I made him.
You will come with us and we'll find out your place here in the Magaambya. How does that sound?
It says nothing.
I guess it is mindless, eh? Would there be a way? Can I do a recall knowledge?
astronomy. No.
Astronomy, yes. I would guess I would ask Arcana and if there's any way to contain such a presence.
Sure. All right, let me look here. All right. No, unfortunately, because it's going to roam mindlessly, attacking anything it encounters, heedless of further carnage it causes.
Cool.
It's
That's
just...
one action.
Yep.
For my next action, seeing this, I'll ask everyone, can we lead this out of here?
I could try to
Wait, what?
grab it.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
Then I guess what I'll do for you, Grung, you see the orb start to spin at like a pace that you've never seen before, and it's almost like one of those those projectors that only show the image when the objects are spinning really fast. And right before you is like a clock rapidly ticking, and I cast haste.
Okay.
So you are now quickened.
This feels like my pre-workout.
Get this thing out of here. And that is my turn.
Okay. Yep.
I'll delay
Victoria.
until after Grunk.
Okay, yep. I'll put you under Unga Bunga. All right, Grung.
I'm gonna try to grapple it.
Okay.
So I think I gotta get here.
Yeah.
Where's my grapple? Athletics. Before I grapple, I'm gonna rage. Yeah, I'll rage. Go get
Alright.
angry with the pre-workout.
Okay.
Next time I cast haste, it's just gonna be like a container of pre-workout for you.
That's what the potions are for me.
Oh.
Oh God.
You mean the glass you bite? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, makes sense.
Yes! Crit success!
Oh my God.
Amazing.
You pin it.
I full Nelson this fucking sun.
It's prone on the
Um,
ground. And I'm going to need a reflex save, DC 27, please, because as you touch, you get
Is
some
this fire
force-
damage?
It's force and fire.
Alright, I get a circumstance bonus for anything about fire.
Yes.
29.
You succeed, so you only take half of both.
And I have fire resistance 4.
Yeah.
So that'll be 17 divided by...
So 11 fire, that goes to 5 fire. 4 from that, that's 1, so you take 7 damage. Excuse me, you take 4 damage because half of the 6.
Boop.
So you actually see Grung now on top of the living star, just like pinning it down, and it has no idea what's happening.
And that was 1, 2, 3. That's 3 actions, and I have my hasted action.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. I'm gonna
Oh
be
my
bringing it with me.
It's not immune to this. It has to go.
So there's my 40. There's my 40 feet. It's me. Pardon me, coming through.
Oh.
And that is Grunk's turn.
Okay.
In turn.
Victoria.
All right. I'll just move past, sort of.
Yeah.
Well, not just him. There, and I'll just basically shut down the hallway. Make way, living sun coming through, and I'll just make sure to sort of shoo away everybody who's coming.
Oh, no sweat. One of the students was coming back in because they wanted to grab a shirt or something, and they hear living sun, and they just go like, okay.
Yeah. And I'll just here be... Already... Oh, no, actually, there's 2. Yeah, that's it, basically.
Okay. So now the rolling incant is going to go off. It's going to cast one of its spells. No, wait, it can't. It's
restrained.
Yep, it has to use all of its actions to escape. So this is against your athletics DC, Grung. Why is it private? Oh my god. Well, guess what? It can't escape this round. It can't use any actions this round because it critically fails. It being a mass of energy, which is not immune to grappling or anything, just it can't fight back. Harros, this thing is... Now, they've identified it as a living sun, but you being a font of magic, you being a sorcerer, and you having the phoenix blood, you know what this is. This is pure magic.
Ooh.
You could eat this.
There's
Like-
a second where that occurs to him, and he looks between the sun and Anchor Root? Is that the name I'm reading?
Ancient root, yes.
Yeah, looks between the two of them and gonna keep that option in the tank. I don't think traumatizing a student would be particularly good here. Let's see, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15. $20, $25. We're just gonna try to keep the hallway clear here.
Ah,
Maybe
thank
you can like
Lisa.
take a small bite just to calm it down.
Yeah?
You know what?
Like Doctor
I'm gonna
Strange, you
move.
know, when he just sucked up that god.
I'm gonna move here instead. You know what? I think he's gonna try it.
All right. Yeah. It's unstable magic, but you're unstable magic, so yeah, this could work. Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So you want to give me an Arcana check, maybe? Or what's your primal? So yeah, maybe Arcana or Nature. What do you want to do? Or maybe, hey, you've got Elemental Lore.
I do have a lore skill for this. Yes.
This is a fire element, yeah.
God, I actually forgot I had that. All right. And blind GM roll.
Don't forget you have it. It's all right. Ooh. That is a critical success, sir. So I want you to add Wall of Fire to your spells able to cast.
Oh, nice.
You
Okay.
start siphoning off some of this this creature's power, and you see something happen when Heros interacts with it.
You can eat it?
Well, I can. I don't. Well, listen, I've seen you do some pretty ridiculous things in the past couple of days, so I'm not going to rule that out.
Yeah.
I have a feat. This is called a fire lung.
Oh no!
I don't know. One of my thoughts was squishing this thing into a black hole for a moment. I was like, nah, that's not a good idea.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Ah, this one's a good one. So you just see some of the unstable energy channel from the roiling incant over to Heros, but the living sun to you guys. And we'll say that took 2 actions.
Okay. And the movement was 1, so that is my turn.
Yep.
Let me...
Make sure you add Wall of Fire to your level 4 spells that you can cast.
Alrighty. And intern. Boom.
Yep. All right, Disco, you just saw this bear eat this thing, and it shrunk. It ate
Yeah, I'm
the
a little
sun.
terrified. A little terrified about that.
Well, Grung's holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay a little bit behind. I'm not even gonna move yet. Are there any residual fires nearby caused by this
Oh,
miniature
yeah.
sun?
Yeah, all
Cool.
over the dorm. They're just like little things like burning embers and stuff.
Cool. I'll take this time to start casting actually no, that wouldn't really help me right now, would it? Aqueous Blast wouldn't really help me because it's a one cast type of thing. I'll do
It would help, but you would need to counteract whatever it did, and you know now that it can cast up to level 4 spells at will.
boy, I didn't even have level 4. Actually I do, huh? I guess I didn't prepare my level 4 spells. Whoops.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey,
You prepared them for class and used them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I apparated everything. That's what's going on. Tell you what. Yeah. Let's take care of these fires the proper way, which survival.
Okay.
Can I attempt to extinguish these fires, or at least halt the spread of flames with a survival check?
Absolutely. The DC is 26 because it's a CR9 creature. Ooh, not enough. As you pat down the fires,
Yeah.
they don't go out because they're magical.
Sugar. All right. Seeing that they're not going out, I will look towards both Heroes and Grung, realize they're not injured, so I don't have to really worry about them. And I'm gonna use Read Aura, which I just want to see the nature of this fire, I guess.
Okay. Evocation.
Yep, that would do it.
Pure evocation.
Just pure elemental evocation. All right, that would be my turn.
Okay. Also,
Grung,
Harris.
Grung wants the banter to Victoria.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just I'm gonna say, can you bottle some of this? Get some of it in the bottles for anchor root.
If you can reduce it to be smaller, yes.
Grung will try to squeeze it then.
Okay. DC 28 to squeeze.
Oh, whenever it gets back to my turn.
Yep. All right. There you go. It is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna athletics it.
Okay. There, we got Haros's red back.
I'm gonna hero point.
Okay. Ooh.
35.
Yeah, you squeeze it, and then this happens.
Big bang.
You just squeeze, and all the fire kind of just spits out, whatnot.
So I go from holding this giant thing to Harrow's eating it to like wrapping my arms further around it.
Yeah.
And kind of pulling it in before even getting like my thighs and whole body in, and then I just kind of like compress it down until I'm holding it essentially in my hands. And just like ah.
It's the size of a halfling now. And
Yes.
I need a DC 27 reflex against force and fire, sir. You're so lucky it could not get any spells off. So you'll take the full thing, which is 6 force and only 2 fire because of your resistance.
8.
8. Yeah.
It's finally through my temp HP.
Oh my.
You want to say that? So that you want to say that was like my whole turn was to squeeze it then?
You did one action, so you've got 2 more actions. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I'm gonna bring it over to Victoria.
Okay, yep.
Charging up a Hadouken.
Rasengan.
Yeah, I'm just like squeezing. Like my arms are straining because I don't know how I'm doing this, but it's hot. It's getting hotter in my hands.
And Enchirut says that is going supernova.
It's fine. We'll have supernova in a bottle.
All right.
And then I will use my other 2 actions to aid Victoria.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
And that'll be it, because I think that's probably the best thing.
Okay, Victoria, if you want to give me an Arcana check, you can get this thing into a magical container that you have. Or you can, you know, maybe Gasty wants to eat it.
Guess the I don't think he would. Plus, we can pickle it up, age it a bit for Gasty.
Oh my gosh, it's a smart idea. Make some liquor out of it.
Oh dear God, you can give it to Cesare.
Son of a
It's fucking Fireball, but it's the authentic one.
Oh my God.
All right, let's see. Arcana.
Wow, how'd you get this liquor? We distilled the sun. What?
Hold up, let me just read something.
Yep.
Okay.
DC shall be 26. You succeed, and the roiling incant is now in a magical containment device of your fashioning.
I just carry like a big 5-liter jug with me.
Yeah.
Or I don't know how much is that in American units.
5 liters.
Yeah.
2 gallons?
1.32 gallons.
Yes. You know what's dumb is getting 5 liters of engine oil and then having the dipstick be in quarts.
Oh dear God.
That is the pain I deal with at work sometimes.
So as Disco is extinguishing all these fires and whatnot, Harros just comes over and burps up unstable magic and fire, and he's red again.
I imagine Grung just like after it's in the bottle, he just like falls like to the ground exhausted because it was a lot of effort in a short amount of time.
Oh, you burnt out?
Yeah, he burned out. Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
Ancient Root is so happy. Victoria, you saved my son.
Sputter.
Yeah, say, Anchorroot, if we give this to you, do you promise not to open it up and release it again?
Oh, but it is wrong to keep things in cages. Grung told me that.
It is, but I do not think that it is the force of nature, not. It does not think.
Oh.
It's wild and uncontrolled, but you can study it through the bottle.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps you could write a paper on it. This could be great for your education. Bring it to teachers, see what they think.
Okay, but you're teachers. I brought it to you.
Yes.
Ah,
This isn't my field.
okay.
Unless you wish to become big and strong like this.
I would like to, but I don't think I can. I will bring it to Teacher Disco, and we can use it in class. We can use it to
Well-
heal people.
Let's find out what it can do first before we use it to heal people.
It can burn
I can-
things.
Yes, cauterization is a way for healing, but that's not the first step. So, Andrew, for now, let's keep it in the bottle, and then you and I can discuss how this can be used for healing and or other means.
Does that sound fair?
Yes. Thank you, Teacher Disco. Thank you, Teacher Victoria. Thank you, Teacher Grung. Thank you, Teacher Harros. You look very red.
I-
Mhm.
Oh, no, I do. Huh.
Grung's gonna get up and fight the other fires
Okay. There's one right here.
physically. Like if there's like a tapestry or like a little someone's windows curtains fire, just punching the shit out of it,
Yeah.
wrestling with it.
Yes, you do manage to extinguish all the fires, but there is a significant amount of damage done. They will need to undergo repairs at the dormitory. Thankfully, you don't live here anymore, so Ancherut waited to do this experiment until you guys had left because she wasn't certain if you would approve or not, and she kind of wanted to get away with it.
So, what drove you to do this?
I want to be lore speaker too, and I saw how you guys became lore speaker, and I listened to Marima with all the advice she gave me.
Grung's not smart. Who?
Marima. Chaos Magnet?
Nope.
We lived together for a while, you know? We did stuff?
Spider Lady? The one we made the cake for?
She likes the Demon King?
Grung's drawing a blank.
Oh.
But you want to be like us, then
Yes.
you have to sometimes leave the school. You get good experiment here, but you have to go out, adventure, see the world while continuing your studies. Put yourself in situations that could potentially be dangerous, but do it with friends.
Yes. He ate the sun.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
I'm
not
still
normal.
concerned.
No.
Harros, are you alright, by the way? You're glowing bright red.
I feel fine. Do I feel fine?
Yeah. This normally happens when you use your Phoenix bloodline.
I look at Disco. Wait. I'm slightly burned. We could use this for your class.
My
Sure.
God.
I have 1 hit point of damage. Surely someone could figure out how to
Just
kill
one.
that.
Yeah, you get back, and the wolf is still teaching the class, and the students are just going like, "What? Can anyone understand him?" And Caleb is trying to translate.
It's Jujutsu Kaisen where everyone's petting the dog.
Pet the puppy. I look at the class. How has everyone done so far?
Goss holds up his wooden doll to show that it has been encased inside of a cocoon. The healing
I'll look at his
continues,
card.
teacher.
I'll look at his card and I see it's just like a broke leg while climbing a tree.
Yep.
I'll
Casted
give
the
you an
entire
A
body.
for effort because that is the proper way, but this amount of gauze is a bit much. Next time, remember that you have to be quantitative with what you use. If I only broke one leg, I don't need both legs splinted up. How would they leave the forest? Do you understand?
Yes, I would use my other legs. I have
Yes,
I
but
have 8.
that is correct. But do you look at your friends around you?
Yes.
Not many have that very lucky privilege of having more than 2 legs.
Oh, I see what
So-
I see what you say, Teacher Disco. I see.
And
I do. Yes.
having more legs means that you have more legs that could potentially get hurt.
But like I said, I believe an A for effort because you did go above and beyond. But just remember next time, sometimes you just need to tend to the area that is afflicted, not the entire body. How's everyone else's looking? And I go around, starts
Yeah.
looking at the dummies that have gotten touched.
Noxolo has
And
turned
great.
her doll into an undead doll and said, I have fixed the imperfection.
Well, not solo. I see that you've done this, and according to you're from Geb, correct?
Yes, he's stronger now. He will never get hurt again.
This is fine, but did you ask the individual prior to turn undead?
Oh, and she looks at the card, and it's just like, oh.
This was to heal their current affliction, not
This
to
is
make a permanent
irreversible.
change. Yes, and now you know for future reference, if you do run into something like this, you do not do this as the first action. You check on the individual. I want you to know, you are one of the first people who I've met here. And because of you, I was able to learn how to not only treat the living, but the people who are a bit more. So please make that same effort to help the living.
Ah, yes. Yes, I shall. Thank you, Teacher Disco. I will not forget your
Thank
words
you.
of wisdom.
All right. Who would like me to grade their object? Also, that's a B plus because I feel like that's very creative, but not what we had intended for today.
All right, so
C
this one...
plus.
Oh my God.
B for zombie.
This woman stands up and breaks her doll in her hands till it crumbles to dust and says, like,
Oh.
you are not worthy to evaluate me!
I think I am. But what makes you say that?
Ah, you think you are, but you're not. Spar me in front
And-
of everyone.
I don't think you want to fight in class.
I do. So, most of the students can't keep up with me.
So, you said the students can't keep up with you. What have you done so far?
Fight them.
No, but that's not the class, is it?
That is my class.
The
Are
best
you
way...
enrolled in that class?
I'm enrolled in all the classes. I have a lot of electives. You'll be seeing a lot of
No.
me. I might be the
Good.
antagonist.
Save that for defense against the physical arts.
Ah, yes, my favorite class elective. The best
Alright.
way to keep yourself and your allies from becoming injured is to beat up your allies and beat up your enemies.
Your name, and I'm looking at the attendance.
Onyuji.
Oniji?
I am from
Onyuji.
Tianza.
Oh, are you similar? Is that similar to the individual who sponsored me?
Ah, yes, the great Hao Jin.
Did Hao Jin also sponsor you?
No, I came sponsored from my village. I beat them all
No.
up to get the money.
I don't think that's, I mean, oof, I guess that is sponsored.
They were not worthy to evaluate me.
Tell you what, because you seem very intent on challenging. After class, you and I will have a discussion about where and when we'll have this feat of strength. But until then, you shall sit down, and you shall tell me why you broke my dummy.
Okay, she sits down and says, like, the dummy was weak.
What does your card say?
And she looks at the card, and it says, like the soft bone disease or whatever that she crumbled.
Yeah, they've got afflicted by something in the they touched the wrong type of plant or some shit.
Yeah.
And so if you touch this very similar plant in the Magaambya, should people crumble you to the ground?
If I'm weak, then yes.
Don't you want to become stronger?
I do. But the
Then
only way
how
to do that
will
is by conquering the weak, isn't it?
And I will catch the entire class's attention. All right, class, I need you all to pay attention because we have a very, very strange misconception of strength today. And I'll go up to a classroom skeleton.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what the normal humanoid looks like, correct? From the inside. You have a skeletal structure that keeps you standing and essentially stable.
Goss just looks at his exoskeleton and goes like,
And for people like myself who have an exoskeleton, this is very interesting. So please keep in mind, when the internal skeleton breaks and I do a clean break of the arm,
Yes.
at first it does look terrifying. It does look terrible. But with the proper mending, and I'll start a medicine check, essentially providing the proper method of how to essentially treat a broken arm and the right attention to care, this broken arm could become stronger than what it once was. The same way you all became big and strong growing up. So do not assume the moment you've had a moment of weakness that is your current state or your state for now into the future. We all reach lows. And once we've reached that low, there's only one place to go, and that is up. I think that will conclude our lesson today.
Yeah.
Everyone, I believe I'll review your dummies. You can leave them there. But I believe all of you put your best interests forward and your best efforts forward. Thank you for attending the first class.
And they applaud you and they say like, "Oh, thank you, Teacher Disco." And even Ojiyumi is saying like, yeah," and she just flumps her face onto her fist and goes like, "Yeah, I guess."
No, you will stay after class.
No.
You wish to have a duel? We will discuss the time and place for this duel.
Yes. I want it now.
I don't think you want it now.
I want it now.
We will have it on Star Day.
Star Day? That's a whole week.
Yes. Gives you ample time to think about your actions beforehand. And if you still wish to partake in this event, then you will see me on the court with the Leshies on Star Day.
The Leshies? Those orphans?
Oh my god, are you going to do what like Vegeta and Nappa did? You're gonna send out the fucking
The Cybermen?
Oh
No,
god.
I just remember there was like a Star Day challenge with
Yes.
the Leshies. And
Yep.
I just want to just put her in her place a little bit with the
Yeah,
idea
she'll
of like,
do it.
hey,
She'll do it.
Each
As
one of
long as
these is-
as long as you agree to come and watch her fight, she'll do it.
And it gives her an actual a day in my class too,
Yeah.
there you go.
because we also want her to somewhat succeed and learn something.
Exactly. This isn't something that I'm like, yeah, we're gonna embarrass you right here and now. No, this is a learning experience.
We're good at this.
God. We ate the sun.
Oh yeah, we did do that, huh?
Yeah. Someone learned a spell from eating the sun.
Which I'm a little jealous about. Maybe I should eat in the sun.
I got my pump on.
And I immediately feel the fatigue of someone who has monitored children
Oh my god.
and think about all the times I've probably made a professor upset or maybe just done a bit much. And just appreciate the teacher's job and role a bit more.
Oh, trust me, it's gonna be like this for a while.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Also, Harrow's hiccups.
Heroes, no burping in the class, please. I don't want to burn this place down.
Was that me?
I don't know. But you know what? For fun, yeah, why not?
You see that he's red again.
We should really actually take you to the doctor or something, eh?
You are the doctor, right?
Oh no,
You are.
oh no. There's an immediate like, oh yeah, I'm not just a student anymore. I'm the people in charge.
Yes. Yes. That's kind of what this first chapter is about.
That's a little terrifying.
Yep. Trust me that we're gonna work through it slowly. That's why I'm trying to see like what you guys want the affinity for, what you want it to have. So which of the next 3 is going to do their class?
I mean,
I'll
Victor,
do mine next. Oh no, go ahead.
I mean, I'm fine either way, really.
No, you can go next.
All right. Right here, right now?
Yep. You get to go to the front of the outside teaching auditorium because it's a nice day. It's one of those rare days that doesn't rain in the Magaambya, so you're taking full advantage of it outside.
Oh, but this has no medical equipment or anything.
Oh, you can get medical equipment and stuff, and you can get alchemical equipment as well. You just have to tell your teaching aide, Professor OT, to bring it for you.
All right. Is he here? Can I send somebody for him?
No, you can send him, and he's always with you now.
Uh-huh. All right. I'll send him, but not be too authoritative about it.
Yes, it's just like, yes, anything for one of my best former students, whom I sponsored myself, may I add. You have made me very proud.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
All right.
Also, I see you helped
Well-
yourself to one of my ties.
Yes.
It looks very wonderful on you. I want you to know that.
Thank you. I think it looks amazing as well, though it has stained a bit.
What, it used to be a white tie.
Used to be. I'm surprised it didn't burn up when I grappled and squeezed that sun into a jar.
Excuse me?
Yes. Just an experiment gone awry, but I was able to hold the fire. Well, we got it under control.
He's just staring at you right now like he can't even process this.
I think I actually got a little bit more tan.
It's just a front tan though, like
Yeah.
everything else behind
Oh
you. Is
my
like,
God. So
I
yeah,
took 1 point of damage, so like I imagine there's just like my hair is just singed but not burnt. Somehow all my like fire is still intact.
so he returns with...
All the training has worked.
Have you learned to read?
What?
So
I have my ring for that.
He returns with Victoria's implements that she needs, and if you need a whiteboard, he returns with a whiteboard as well with the little markers.
My class requires no reading, and I do not hand out homework.
And he falls to the ground and faints.
Because Grung's class requires self-improvement, and they should focus on their other studies for all their mental powers while they focus their physical and willpower on mine.
He just says, I need to sit down. Need to sit down.
All right. Well, after that whole event, Octavia is basically gonna make sure that everybody has some basic ingredients needed for simple potion that we will be making.
Okay.
Is gonna preface to a lot of individuals to not drink anything until she checks it. And basically we'll start explaining a simple sort of how alchemy works, how combining certain ingredients, heating them up, cooling them, shaking them, etc., produces different potions and similar, and basically explains a simple procedure of making a low level, let's say, eagle eye elixir for focusing. So you can notice the subtle details of the mistakes you might make later on.
This guy's on fire.
That... Heros, you okay?
I think he was spaced out for a minute, and then he looks down. He's like, "Oh, yes, we're fine."
He had an upsetting lunch. Don't worry about it. Anyways, continuing, and she'll demonstrate on the provided whiteboard, like simply combining few ingredients and the process. And then we'll just, over the course of next few minutes, just be checking whatever one is doing.
Okay, Cesare's gonna be one of the first to try to mix the concoction. And he's gonna be adding stuff to it that you did not approve. To make it taste better.
Chisere, I know you're very experienced in these things, but can you stick to the recipe I provided?
I can, but there's no flavor.
Well, it's not supposed to have. What's the point of adding flavors to potions?
Well, it's... If you make them fun to drink, then people will buy more.
I mean, yeah, valid point, but isn't that what, normal drinks are for?
Alright, Teacher Victoria. I'll do it your way.
Yeah, good. We'll just continue checking others.
Yep. So, Victoria, this is the first time he hasn't been sleeping in class.
Well, maybe he's just wary of me. That's what she's thinking.
Alright. Habron's gonna try to mix it together. But he puts all the dry and wet ingredients together one after the other rather than keeping them separate like you told him to.
Hey, Bram, look, you're doing this wrong. You're not supposed to mix them like that.
But if I do it this way, it'll get done faster.
Well, no, you don't. You can't skip a process. It's not like... For example, when you eat food, you still need to cook it, right?
Yes, but when I'm in a relationship, you always want to get to the good parts.
I don't think I follow.
Well, you don't let passion go. I mean, when passion strikes, you have to take it. I live my life according to that.
But this is potion making, and it's not relationships.
But doesn't chemistry work the same way?
Well, if you're thinking about romance chemistry, that's a different thing from actual chemistry.
Alright. And he starts over the proper way. Victor
is gonna go to OT and say, Professor OT, am I doing all right?
He's
I
still
don't think
fainted.
everybody's.
He's still fainted. He goes like, "What? What do you mean you wrestled the sun?"
I'll give OT a little bit of an
Yeah, I could
energizing tonic.
I'll shake him too.
Oh God!
That might be too much.
Maybe, but it'll wake him up. Both of them together. It's like when you shake an energy drink.
Oh my! Yeah, you begin shaking him, and that's when this girl comes up and does it perfectly. I'm gonna link her right there.
Huh.
And she has her little glasses on and stuff. And she says, like, Teacher Victoria, like this? And she hands you the completed potion, done perfectly throughout the entire process.
Yeah, this is exactly how you're supposed to do it. Good job. You get an A or pass. Yes, both.
Yeah. And Ancient Root says, like, that's a boko for you. She always does it right.
Can you spell? Can you type that in chat for me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I apostrophe B-O-K-O. I boko.
Chibok.
And then she'll sit down with the others. Then Oniji comes up and then just like looks down at the chemicals and says like, bah! And she just rakes it across with her hand and says, fight me!
No.
Why not?
Why should I?
Because I told you to! You are not worthy to evaluate me!
But you're a student, and I'm the teacher here, so I
Yes.
can decline. I'm teaching chemistry and alchemy, not fighting.
I don't see the difference!
Okay, and she's gonna like take 2 potions out of her bag. One is gonna be healing elixir, and one is going to be poison. And she's gonna basically like hold them. And okay, can you tell me the difference between these two?
One is cherry flavored, the other is grapeade.
All right, so let's say you're severely hurt, and one of these will save your life. The other will very much kill you. Would you know which one to take?
Well, no. I mean, the better tasting one? She just looks at you very sheepishly.
Well, you can talk about that with Chisare, but let's say they have both the same taste.
Ah, a trick question! My own potion!
That is also a possibility, but what if you mix them up?
I would label them properly? And she kind of, like, at this point, she's kind of floundering and everyone's just, like, giggling at her.
Alright, so now you know that it's important to identify potions just by their labels. You have to know what they do, how they work, and so on, if you want to use them.
But I don't want potions, I want to fight!
Well, I want potions, and you're not providing me with potions. If you want to fight, we can fight with making who makes better potion.
Like competition without fighting?
Yes.
And she just
Fighting in the art of crafts.
she just sits down and just like keeps mumbling to herself at like these customs. They're so strange. I don't understand. And she begins to quiet down.
All right. How's everybody else doing?
Even the wolf has done it right at this point.
Grung,
Wow.
I think, succeeded I don't know how.
Yeah, I try to follow the instructions as well, and
Oh, is Grung's instructions the only ones that don't have words? They're just pictures.
pictures.
It's a very simple picture book.
Even-
And the best part is this personalized for Grung, so it's like a little caricature, a cartoon drawing of Grung.
Oh God, the
And it's like,
children.
right
Yeah, the children
hand
come over
on
for
this. Left hand on this. This to pour into this. You're properly Grung. Good boy, Grung.
he even succeeded.
Yep. The children are looking at the pictures too. They're actually interested in the class, which gives their a good chance for their mother to actually participate, which is good.
Yes.
But yeah, Victor is gonna check everybody's potions and be very generous in grading them.
Yep.
It's
Ancient root-
basically gonna be A for whoever makes a potion and C whoever fails to make a potion.
Ancient Root makes the potion properly, but she pours glitter into it to make it pretty.
She'll still get an A.
Okay.
It's hard to fail answer root.
It is. All right, so who's up next? We've had 2 very good classes so far.
Is it time for Grung?
It can be.
Work the body now.
Work the body. Well, he has 2 classes he's teaching.
What? You have 2 curriculums this, and I only get
Yes.
1? What the fuck is this?
Well, PE's the
Dean?
general one.
Dean?
Oh, you're ready to have the shouting match, are you? Suddenly the memories come
PEs.
back.
Well, the thing is, PE is 6 days out of the week to allow rest for 1 day, and the other day is for those who will for defense against the physical arts.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Which isn't on the day of rest because evil doesn't rest.
Evil never rests.
Oh my God.
Evil!
Evil!
Rest in peace, Mermaid Man.
So I think we'll just do the PE one here.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
So go ahead, get to the front of the class.
I'll keep Angaroo with me.
All right.
Because I still haven't realized that she hasn't gone up. She's just hanging around.
I love the idea that you're about to like WWE slam her, but like how you would do like a small child. Like, oh my god.
Remember, hold them gently like Burger.
God. Ancient Root is helping.
And I will discuss. Oh, welcome to physical education, which is important because not only must you train your mind, you must train your bodies. For those of you who think that is not true, well, what happens if a book is too heavy for you, or your body is so weak you can't study late at night and you fall asleep and fail your test, or you can't even open a door, or you come across one that's pull and not push, but you still want to go through, but don't remember which one's which.
That feels very specific.
I feel like Oniji is gonna love your class, dude.
It's gonna be one of the problems of the world.
Like the moment you say that you don't remember which way to push, her eyes sparkle. Like, oh, he know me too well.
Or, and then Grunk gets serious. What if there's a fire in a forest and you need to drag your friends away, but you're only... Well, if you're strong enough to carry 2, it would be an easy decision. Just leave, get them to safety. You wouldn't want to be weak.
Noxola raises her hand. Speaking of fire, she points to Harros again.
That's fine. And I believe he seems fine. Harris, would you like a fire blanket?
Would that actually help?
I don't know.
Are you in pain, Heros?
There's
This
no
is fine.
pain. This is natural for him. He ate wild magic.
Nope,
Okay.
I guess
Eh.
this is normal.
So we will do something simple, and I'm going to basically just like go off to the side where I stash essentially a bunch of pull-up bars of all sizes for everyone, and
Yep.
just like literally pick them all up and like start setting them down.
Professor
And then
OT
say-
says, like, are those my shelves?
No, they were your shelves.
What? My shelves!
Oh dear God.
We're gonna be like the villain to OT, and OT's not gonna at some
He's
point.
gonna be your student aide or teacher's aide. He's gonna be your TA at the end of this. I'm gonna say you should be able to at least lift your body weight. If you can't do that, then you are severely lacking in physical form. And I'll like just go up to like the largest bar because I'm like 7 foot, and I'll just like pull myself up and like hold it there for like the entirety of the classroom as I just essentially hold my body up
Okay.
and say, all right, now I want to see who extra credit for who can do the most.
And Ancient Root immediately goes over to several people to help her. And she gets like a couple people all together. And they
No.
they lift their combined body weight, but as a group. And she says, it is the strength of thousands, minus 996.
Yes, working together could let you overcome extreme odds, but the strength of few also increases the strength of thousands. I believe there's a math term for that, but I don't know what it is.
What?
So yeah, I'm gonna try to see how many basically pull-ups everyone can do.
All right. So, yeah, they go around. Goss is actually the one who can lift the most.
Yeah?
Yeah, he can lift several of the bars in each leg. We are not permitted to show our strength unless ordered to do so because we do not wish to scare other humanoids.
That is good to keep in mind, but that you should not use that as a reason to not work out your own body.
Ah. Thank you,
And then-
Teacher Grung.
And then for those who seem to can't even do one, I say, do not worry, now you have a goal. A goal you can physically see. One that you know you will accomplish when you can do it. And then I'll go over basic exercises and then finish with saying, just because you can't do all these exercises in a day or you're too busy doesn't mean if something's worth doing, it's worth doing the minimum. And I kind of explain that as if you can't run a mile, just run for 2 minutes.
And
Better than doing nothing.
you hear Oniji say like, "Bah! If you can't do it, then you are weak. Weak." And she just looks over at Ancharut and then Talako OT, and she's going like, And she takes Talako OT and just like throws him across the arena. Weak.
I'll catch him
Ah. It's like,
and then say, what is your definition of strong then?
strength is defending oneself.
Just that?
Just
Not
that.
defending others? You can only defend yourself.
Only myself. That's all that matters.
That's it.
That's it.
You said it. That's it.
I am strong.
How many pull-ups did you do?
As many as you say.
Do 10.
All right, she'll do the 10.
Were they?
And then
I'm judging the form.
Ah, yeah. Oh, now that you've said that, there's a specific set of rules to judge this woman.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now you have to evaluate her performance. And let's see here. This is, provide Onaji with an evaluation of her tactics and your actions. You must attempt a DC 22 with appropriate lore skill or athletics. You succeed. And she begins listening to your criticisms and going like, you understand me.
No, I don't understand you. I understand everyone. When it comes to this, everyone's bodies might be different, but we all work the same. You're not squaring up. Your arms are not straight. You're kind of jumping up. You should be able to lift your body without the use of your feet. Watch, and I'll say hang and put your feet behind you. Now pull, and then I want to watch if she can't just jump up with her chin. She can't even pull her body.
Right. She can't because she hasn't maneuvered in this way before. She's never had any reason.
You were cheating yourself earlier.
But my strikes were strong. I know I'm strong.
And then I'll just like, no, true strength comes from the thousands.
The thousands. Yeah, I keep hearing that, but I don't understand. What is the strength of thousands, and why is it greater than mine?
I doubt any of you can lift me, but I bet all of you can.
And
it's not about how much you could lift. It's about how much you can lift up others. You could see like there's just like veins pulsing on her head, and she's sweating as she goes like and she just like walks backwards and sits down. And I'm just gonna tell the rest of the class, I have no homework, but if you were ever try to work out, try to push your bodies. Seek me out if you want advice.
Push bodies, and she pushes Professor OT back into the wall. Ah, I'm helping.
He's a teacher; he can handle himself.
It just goes back.
Oh dear God!
I helped him. I sent him on ahead.
Good for you.
Ankaru.
See, she's getting it. Ankaru has seen many acts of strength before. Hopefully you guys are the next ones to show her this.
I hope they survive.
That's Grug's class, PE.
Oh, God. All right, so that's three really good classes. Harros, it's your turn.
All I can imagine of Harros right now is the Fantastic Four movie where he's like, I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Or what? What was the movie where not John Cage. Nicolas Cage with Faces on Fire.
Oh my God.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
Oh, Ghost Rider. Yeah.
Faces on
Okay.
Hey, when you want to buy a castle in Bavaria, you do things.
Oh, where'd my token go?
You're right here.
Oh, at the front of the class. Where?
Yeah, you're in front of the class. You're teaching.
Okay. All right. So, I guess first, Harris is going to send Professor OT back to his quote-unquote office, I guess, to get some stuff.
Yep, he gets a fire extinguisher too, and then extinguishes you.
That's gonna take forever to come out of this fur. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
All right. So he is going to take a small like backpack. It's just kind of like walking around with it, and he says, "All right, so apparently I have to teach you something that's actually useful. Um, not that bird watching isn't useful. Uh, Apologies, Professor OT.
Birds are part of our world. An important part.
Right. Yes, they are. But in lieu of that, and he takes a bunch of cubes out of his backpack. They're made of like different kinds of metal. It looks like this weird amalgamation of like copper and iron, a little bit of silver worked in there. Some of it is made of wood. And he hands every student one. All right, so I'm not going to teach you how to make one of these.
Oh dear God, I
We'd be here
just saw
forever.
all the meme channels. Oh God. So you're gonna
I'm
teach them
missing
to make a
something.
backpack?
No. Your job today is to take those apart.
What?
Making a
Wrong
magical
breaks
item, making a magical item is important, but you can try to break it. that's the point. Like making magic items is important, but learning how they work by taking them apart is also important. Sometimes you might come across something magical that needs to be dealt with, and you can't always just eat it and solve the problem.
What? Iboko just like looks at you and she kind of lifts up her glasses a little bit and she said, "Excuse me, Teacher Harros, did you say eat the magic?"
Very observant. Yes, I did.
Why?
Why not?
Because it is dangerous to take so much unstable energy within your body.
Well, that's what Lore Master Grung's class is for.
Swole Master.
Soul Master.
Well, that's canon now. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes, and let's just say that when you start, something bad might happen if you haven't done it in 15 minutes. Maybe it was 20. I don't remember what I set these. Ah, well, good luck.
All right, so
He's just kind of like,
yep. Iboko is very confused by this, so she's gonna go to the bathroom really quickly and think about this. And Angeroot's gonna get right up on top, and she's gonna get right to dismantling one of the magic items. And she goes like, "Okay," and she just looks at it, going like, "How?"
well, what do you mean, how?
Yes, how? How? The part where I am able to do the thing you're asking me to do. How do I do it?
How do you think you should do it?
And she just looks back at herself
I
sheepishly.
hate those teachers.
And she just looks back like, "Oh, and she goes to the back of the class, kind of like walking back and forth and pacing with anxiety, going like, "How? What? Yeah." And she just stays like that for the rest of the class, pacing back and forth. And some of the other students start looking at each other, going like, "Oh no." And Samshu's just like crossing her arms and looks like furrowed brow at Harros. It's
So nobody's willing to take a first step here.
I'll do it. Disco, seeing how nervous the class is, will.
No, 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 no. You are a lore speaker now. You are not a student. You go back to observing.
Now, Professor OT, do
It's
not.
Assistant Professor OT now.
No, you are, in my eyes, for now and forever, my professor.
You don't have any eyes.
Do not.
Well, he has a point.
Get back here.
Professor OT, is it not our duty to guide our students when they feel uncertain and afraid?
Absolutely.
If they are...
in your own class. This is Harros's class. He must do it.
Correct. But would it not be ample to provide an example?
Yes. And he looks over to Harros. Why don't you provide an example?
All right. So he takes one of the extra ones out of his pack. He's like, can anyone tell me what this is made of?
And one person raises their
Fire?
hand. Fire! It burns up in your hand.
No, this is not made of fire. Neither am I. Technically. But we're not talking about me. We're talking about this.
All right. He extinguishes you again.
Thank you. If you want to understand something, you need to understand what it's made up of, what holds it together. You should start by figuring that out first.
All right. They'll start looking at the magical knickknacks you brought out and going like, they try to identify them and whatnot. They start listing down components and what they think it's made of or what the actual material is. And they're going like, okay. And after a few minutes, they look back to you and say, now what?
Well, let's see how far you've actually gotten. He's gonna go around
All right.
and check.
Who are you
people's
calling on?
notes. I'm gonna call on. Cesare first.
All right, Cesare is going to say that his magical knickknack is made up of slivers of silver, as well as imbued rune wood.
Good catch. Anything else?
He just looks at it and he says, like, I'm not sure. I don't know how it works or what its purpose is.
Well, and he kind of points at like a small section of the box that has like this rust-colored metal, and he says, "Well, if something is made with copper, and if it's safe to assume that these are components that are used in the as a material component of magic, these conduct electricity. Safe to say that if you tried to take it apart in the wrong way, this might actually give you a small electric shock for your trouble. Something you should definitely be careful of."
So it's a channeling device?
Yes,
Ah, alright.
I feel like you guessed, but that's a very good guess.
The students seem very unsure of themselves, and then Oniji comes up to you, holding the device. I know what this is.
Harold's just very visibly kind of rolls his eyes. He's like, "Do you?"
It's a fake! And she crushes it in her hands. Just like you.
Really? I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't exactly. I mean, this is just the first class. I'm not like bringing incendiary devices in here. That would be stupid. But what makes you think I'm a fake?
Tell me the device's name.
I didn't bother naming it.
And as an uncomfortable silence wells up, Ancient Root's device shoots up into the air like a firework. Ah!
Nope, don't worry. They're harmless. Mostly.
Ah! She just, like, blows on her paws.
As for you, what was your name again?
Oniji!
Oniji, right. Why do you think that this had to have a name?
Because anything that is a magical device has a name. That's part of the reason why it works specifically with tags, what to do with which element and which school of magic that it is. If you do not name it, it is nothing.
You know, you're not incorrect. However, this was more of an analytical exercise, not necessarily something made with purpose. But
And you can start to see some of the students are becoming very uncomfortable right now by looking at this confrontation happening.
But clearly you need something a little more challenging, I guess.
Yes, challenge! You said the magic word! I'm challenging you! I accept!
I whisper to a good friend, Disco. Even I could read that she's a little bit weird.
Yeah, I got that. It was just, you know,
And
wanted to
I
give
can't
her.
read.
Well, you could read character, which is way more important than reading any book, I can say.
I can soul read.
I don't think that would be a very good idea. And moreover, nobody present, not even you, would get anything out of it.
And Charut comes forward and says, like, leave Teacher Harros alone. You are disrupting class and you are a very rude lady. Ah! I accept your challenge!
You should probably accept having a seat.
And Charut's, like, dreadfully afraid of this woman, but she's standing up and says, like, okay!
No, okay.
Not
Both of you
okay.
sit down.
You heard her. She's accepted. And they go over here. It's just like, don't worry. I'll use non-lethal force.
If Andrew actually
This is
takes this
something that's
person bad, I'm
happening.
gonna laugh. Yeah, Disco will be on standby as a medic.
Oh, and Assistant Professor OT is coming forward like, what are you doing? Stop this immediately. Students can't fight like this. Sparring. This is not a class for sparring. What is this a class for?
As Defense Against Physical Arts teacher, I can officiate this as long as I am chaperoning.
During your class,
No.
yes, but during your class, we cannot. What is your class about again, Harris?
Magical item construction.
Magical item.
Clearly, that's not high. All
We're
right,
going
you
to
two.
talk later.
This is not happening.
Yeah, it has to. By honor, she has accepted the challenge.
Oniji. Does
Yes.
this mean that you are forfeiting our challenge on this star day?
No.
Then you will stop this immediately, and we will discuss this challenge that Andrew has agreed to later. We're in the midst of class, and right now you're being very rude to not only Professor Hero, but to all your fellow classmates.
And all challengers of this must first take at least one of my classes.
Very
It's
well.
a prerequisite.
I will do as I'm instructed. However,
Thank you.
that one, you are the least worthy to judge. And she just sits down, maintaining eye contact. And you can see Ancient is just like shivering in place and crying, going like, ah!
I would love the idea of like Andrew, like, yeah, the professor's gonna stop this, and like us egging on, like, all right, so we're gonna do this, right? And
All I know is that Anchor was about to bring another son to this,
And she goes
or
like,
just be like, or just like cry, black hole. What? No.
But we'll find out if Harris can eat black holes. Okay.
next shot.
Oh God. So yeah, that was your first couple classes, and as things wind down and the students get dismissed from Haros's magical item instruction, Enchirut comes back to you guys and kind of like goes to Victoria and asks, "Have you seen Aboko? She didn't come back from the bathroom. It's not like her to
She didn't.
skip."
Just a second. No, I saw her on my class last time.
Flesh to butterflies. He goes like, "Oh, I checked the bathroom, she's not there. I checked the dorm, she's not there. I checked the dining hall, she's not there. I checked the Terran archive, she's not there." And she begins hyperventilating.
Well,
Do not. We
down.
can find them.
All right, calm down. Let's go find her together, okay?
Oh,
Who is it? Sorry, Grung zoned out.
Iboko, she's the
The girl with glasses.
glasses girl.
Okay.
Oniji?
Grung is a tracker.
Okay.
I have hunting lore.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you kind of follow her tracks, even though there's a lot of traffic to and from the classes and whatnot.
Actually, before we search, I would like to call on Yuji to come assist us.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
You will
is
be
this
helping in an effort to look for our missing students.
a challenge?
More like I guess you could say a challenge. A challenge to see if you're worthy of the duel on Star Day.
Excellent. I shall prove worthy. And then you shall
So
evaluate
the current
me.
objective. The current objective is to find our missing student. This is the individual who had glasses on earlier. Do you recall?
Ah, yes, Iboko, the very bookish student. I will destroy her in battle.
Well, you will look for her. We're not destroying
Yes,
anybody. We are
and then
looking
I will
for.
challenge her.
No, no. Honestly, and also, you really need more cardio. That's kind of why you're coming with us.
Yeah, what? Excuse what? Cardio.
You will be assisting Ancherut, as Ancherut will be taking lead on this. And if you cannot understand that, then I guess I will consider this you not worthy. Do you understand?
Very well. I shall do as I am instructed.
Ancherut, you are in charge of Onyiji for this current search for our friend. You understand?
Yes.
Very good. Professors, do we dismiss art class as we are now looking for?
I think maybe Professor OT can handle this.
Assistant Professor OT?
Yes. He goes like, yes. Thank you. Thank you for coming, class. Please head back to the dining hall in the dormitory. We shall take care of everything. And he begins funneling these students out, and the 2 spider children climb on his back.
And class, can we also, before we dismiss, I would like to say, can we thank Professor OT for joining us today?
And Ignacy comes up and says, like, what are you doing? I haven't taught my class yet.
Oh, you're... Oh yeah, that's right. You are a speaker now. Ignacy, would you like to take care your report class now? While
I can't. They're all leaving.
Well, stop them. You're a professor.
I can't stop them.
Yes, you can.
OT
You could stop at the
them.
door. Yeah. Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe this gives you a chance to do more prep for your future class.
Maybe you shouldn't do classes every day if that was too much for you.
It's the first day.
You can take my slot next time, and you will teach before me. I apologize. That is on me.
Okay. And he goes back and he picks
You
up.
could always go around and ask if anyone would like to join me after class for beautifying the garden in Druidic ways.
Nice. Okay. he goes and does as he's told.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, Grung also runs a garden club after.
He just like punches the ground and like flowers pop out.
I grow. Just yell at them.
All right, so I saw a hunting lore as you're going after a person, and you follow the humanoid prince, and it looks like she was intercepted as she was never made it to the bathroom. There are several other footprints that are all mixed in. And she has never missed a class before. She's never skipped. Ever.
Are these reptilian prints?
No. They're not reptilian prints.
Very well. I will look to everyone and say, this could be bad, but it looks like someone or some group of people has either convinced them to leave with them or away. I will adjust my tie. And it looks like a very painful way. But I essentially looks like I loosened it.
So it becomes less red?
It just looks like a more casual look.
Oh, like you untied the tie like you're having a bad day or something, yeah.
Yep. Shall we continue?
All right, what else you doing?
Yeah.
Following the tracks, the feet.
That's all you get from that check.
Okay, what do you want? You want like survival or?
It's up to you. It's completely up to you.
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's any notes of struggle or perhaps any form of abduction.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I'll have on Yiji assist me on that.
Yep. She'll give you a +1 circumstance.
Let's go. She's helping.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. Where are you? My character sheet. I should have made it blind.
That's okay. The DC is 26, so you succeed.
28.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's 26. Hang on. Yep, it's 26 because this is CR9. I can tell you that the group of people did not fight her, nor did she struggle. She went willingly. But she's gone. And she left nothing. In fact, they started walking single file after that. So whoever took her, she complied.
Are there any other footsteps that we find?
Yes, they are humanoid in nature. Look like boots. Like, very rugged wetlands kind of boots. Not built for, like, regular jungle trotting in the city, but actual deep jungle, boggish type of, area. Little bits of leather, excuse me.
What do you think, Disco?
I think our adventures within the bog have not ended.
Mm-hmm. This can be dangerous. And Karut, are you ready for an adventure?
And she says, like, oh, no, 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 no.
How about for an antiroot snack?
No.
No, but you wanted to be like us.
I do want to be like you, but with none of the work involved.
Then,
Then how do you
sadly,
expect?
we must ask you to wait.
I can't
Rely on
wait.
us.
I can't wait anymore. I want to be. I want to be.
Hold on.
I don't
this
know.
This is not a class. These are when we go into this forest to look for someone, we're all learning. We're all students of the world.
No, you're teacher grung now.
Correct, in class.
Yeah.
What we are doing now is adventure.
Oh,
We're looking for a friend, correct?
But if
Iboko.
you are not ready, that is fine.
I am ready. I am ready. But I also don't want to fight. I want to find Iboko. I want to bring her back. I want her safe.
Then stay behind us, stay safe. But on one condition: if we tell you to run, you run.
Yes. Run.
You go and get help.
You are help. I ran and
You
got
go and
you.
get more help.
More help.
Yes.
Like Ignacy?
Like Obama.
Yes.
Oh no. I'll say not Ignacy, no.
Head son mage Obama?
Yes.
And if nothing gets done with that,
But
then
stay
would say-
behind us and observe and keep yourself safe.
Oh, okay. I will
And this is your first adventure.
adventure.
I'll say this. If the headmaster does not wish to assist us for some reason, please inform Professor OT without the headmaster's discretion. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you. And for you, young lady, and I look towards Oniji, You seem like you're the combative type. Is that correct?
I am. You lost a student on your first day of classes. Pathetic.
Is that so? Then prove us wrong by helping us find her.
I will, and when I do, I will prove that you are not worthy to evaluate me. As you evaluate me.
That
During the evaluation.
Okay, you seem like you have a lot of issues when it comes to just validation. And we'll work through those, but for right now, you will be with us in the front line. That does not mean you get to act rash. You will act on the actions of your fellow professor. Do
Very
you
well.
understand this?
I do.
The last thing we want is another student to be any. And you are one of our precious students, whether you see that or not. I look towards our fellow professors. Are we ready?
Yes. Let's go before the trail runs cold.
All right, and I guess we'll leave it there until next time. We went a little bit over, but we haven't been playing for a while now, so I wanted to give you guys enough time to like fully develop stuff. But I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
Thank you. I haven't done this
Yeah,
in so
likewise.
long.
I think the classes went very good
for
for
running.
the first time.
I think they were phenomenal. I had a fantastic time doing things I wish I did in real life, which was I wish I was a teacher at some point. So this was fun.
Yes, so students could come up to your face and say, "Fight me!"
I mean, I dealt with preschool students. I mean, I figured high school's the same. Just now they have more of a reach.
You think this woman is a kindergarten?
I'm using my instructor skills on the aircraft here.
I'm losing my listening ears. Well, Bramble, this was a fantastic session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. I really enjoyed this. This was nice. We explored you guys. I'm going to make some graphical updates to Disco. And for Harros, you're going to be as red as Hao Jin's hair is now, because she was once a raven-haired beauty, and the black fur is now going to be red on a permanent basis because of the Phoenix bloodline. You are past level 6, which means you get like all the bloodline traits and stuff.
Ooh, fancy.
Yep, and you ate that sun, which gave you power. How many people can say that?
Garand.
He didn't physically eat it. He just put it in something. Alrighty.
I squeezed it.
You did? You squeezed the juices.
I juiced the sun.
It's just like I turned
Juiced it and
hydrogen into
bottled it.
helium.
God damn, dude, that. Imagine throwing that thing on the ground, like. Yeah.
Oh, you mean blowing up the entire building?
It's not.
I was so afraid you were
going
going
to
to do
anymore.
stupid.
You don't live there
But
anymore.
students live there, Bram. No, it's not. Most
You would
students
have
live
had
there.
so many tents on campus.
Yeah, but that's not what we're about. We've seen the life. We don't want them to go through what we.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that as the semester goes on. Your first year as teachers, which is also your first year as students. It's the
Imagine-
same year.
Imagine how. This is the fantasy world, girl. This is how fantasy works.
I did this slow. I started slow, like I was told
It's
to
true.
by Reddit and everyone else. And it's just like, if you go slow, they'll appreciate it more and they'll want to go slow. It's just like, this person is in my way. Let me help them.
Who knew Grung could be a good teacher?
Yeah.
I figured that. Listen, your book smarts does not equal to how you
Grunk
are as a
smart.
person.
Grunk smart.
Like, reading people is a skill, and I want you to know it's a very valid skill in any day and age.
All right.
Students
so,
haven't even seen a portion of Grunk's power.
Don't worry, they will. They will. Okay, for next time, you definitely want to find out what happened to Iboko, correct? That's going to be the focus, or all right?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
work
I
with
think that'll
that.
be our focus.
I'm going to work with that.
Is that of everyone?
Like, trust me, dude. Grunk's ready. He's got Woodland Stride.
Okay. Maybe she didn't go to the woodlands though. Oh, maybe
You'll
I'll
find
introduce
out.
you a new map. Fast move.
He's fast.
All right. Is there anything else you want me to have prepared for next time besides the graphical updates for Heros and Disco? Oh dear God, you can move over everything.
Water.
Just
I
do
can run
the jet
on water.
skis as you run.
I am speed.
All right. Alrighty, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. One
Thanks,
last thing before we go. I just noticed that the new Victoria looks a lot like Indiana Jones. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, slightly inspired by it as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's good. It's good. I like it.